What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. We'll be doing a live play-by-play reaction and scoreboard for tonight's game. The San Antonio Spurs versus the Houston Rockets. So appreciate y'all being here. If you haven't done so, hit the thumbs up. It looks, well, kind of looks like that. I mean, if the thumb looks like this. I can't raise my thumb because my hands don't work very well. But go Spurs, go! Thank you for being here. What's up, San Antonio Spurs fans? I'm being a little city. I'm being a little city Sissoko, apparently. Being a little silly. Welcome to TSR Sports. The San Antonio Spurs on a 2-game winning streak, improving the record to 13-48. Anyways, playing the Houston Rockets, it's a battle for Texas. We don't want to lose to the Houston Rockets, do we? Of course we don't. So hopefully the Spurs get a win tonight. I see some people asking. Victor Wembanyama is good to go. Hopefully no minutes restriction for the ding in his shoulder, and hopefully a good game tonight. Dalga. Phil, good evening to you. Juan, hello. ATM, thank you for stopping in. Llama, Daniel, Barry, Mark the Gamer. Isabel is up very late over there in France. Thank you for staying up. This should be a good one. Jorge, go TS. No, there's no TS Bear here tonight. It's myself, Selena, Headband Grogu, which you already saw, a.k.a. Mini Derek White. Sure, right? Mini Derek White. Why not? And then the one, the only, Baby Coyote, Coyote, my bestest little bunny. Boop. You watching the game with us or staring at my ceiling? One of the two. If you haven't done so, of course, you know the deal. Hit the fast, hit the thumbs up. Fast, fun, free, nutritious, and delicious. Go Spurs, go! Go Spurs, go! Wemby is playing. Good evening. Goose, how are you doing? Hopefully you've been doing well, Goose. It's been a while. Been checking you out here and there. You're a very busy man. You do a lot of content during the day and night, all day and all the night. I don't know how you do it, man. I couldn't stream as much as you. Valhalla Sports Talks live all the time. Baseball's coming, so I know you guys are going to be covering a lot of baseball. Props to you guys that are grinding every single day. I can't do it. Good evening to you. Oh, that was a good one. Should be a fun game. I might go for the Rockets because I kind of like JG. Jalen Green fan? Okay, fair enough. Bonjour, go Spurs, go. No. Well, Phil, it was nice having you around. Listen, he doesn't live here. What we're going to say? He doesn't live here. Good evening, Ken. Yes, let's get 3 in a row because we have a tough game against the Kings Thursday night. Then we play the Warriors Saturday night. Putting it out there now, I can't do the Warriors game. I will be with a friend of mine I haven't seen in 7 years. So we're having a reunion, doing the UFC that night. So obviously, friends and family, as much as I love YouTube, that has to come first. I'll be back Monday for the next Warriors game. So watch that game be phenomenal Saturday night. What I may do, since I can't see the game Saturday night, I'll try not to find out who won the game and then do a reaction to the highlights Sunday morning. Go on NBA Pass and have the score block so I don't know who won. And then I think they have like a 9 or 10 minute highlight recap on there. Watch that and find out if the Spurs won that way. Glaze and Bacon, good evening to you. We did have a couple days off. I've had so much free time lately. So I thought something was a little off. What's up, TSR? Fingers crossed. Oh, I already read that, Garrett. Yes, 3 wins in a row. Hey, listen, we can beat the Rockets. 3 Bears, good evening. Rick, how should we celebrate if we get a 3rd win tonight? Will you add a new clip? If the Spurs get a 3rd win tonight, well, I mean, I've already made some changes that people have been asking for on the channel for months, and it's funny, some people recently unsubbed because I wasn't going to do it, and then I ended up doing it just of my own volition. But I changed the intro to the regular videos that we do throughout the week, and it was really twofold. One, the videos I was using, he was using copyrighted music, the Immortal song at the end, and then I Don't Take Poop at the beginning. Those 2 songs, they're free songs on YouTube, but they're from the YouTube license studio. Now they don't affect your channel in any way negatively that I know of. But having licensed music in the videos kind of always made me, I wasn't really sure if was the right call. Plus the intro was kind of long, and you can lose people if you have like a 15 or 20 second intro in your video. So I'm like, let me cut this down short. And some folks are like, and that's a little too short. I'm like, no, it's perfect. It's Go Spurs Go. It's Wemby. It's the Giants embarrassing themselves, specifically Daniel Jones, and then it's the TSR Sports logo. Done. It's like 6 seconds. It's to the point. It's short, and I like how it came out. Juan, I'm going to go with 5 blocks tonight. We can destroy Houston. I did outdo myself. I really did. That was a lot of rolling the R. Geo777, thank you for stopping in. Z Zoom, I hope to say blocked by Wemby a lot tonight. If ever, I don't think the Spurs have won 3 in a row yet this year. This will be the first time, Ken. I didn't get a notification. Sheesh. Well, I'm here late. Cheers, Rich. Hope you're doing good. I'm doing great. Notifications are weird on YouTube. My girlfriend tells me when I upload a video, sometimes she gets it an hour to 2 hours, maybe even longer than that from when the video uploads, or she doesn't get it at all. Anyway, thank you for stopping in. Appreciate you being here. Get kills. Yes. New intro, sweet and to the point. One of my pet peeves is watching a content creator I like, and then they go into a 2-minute sponsorship thing, and I'm just like, I always fast forward through it, and I got to thinking, well, my intro is like 20 seconds. People might be fast forwarding through this. Granted, it's a short fast forward, but let me just sweet to the point. The Spurs fans may, will love seeing Wemby do the Go Spurs Go, and then people that don't like the Giants will continue to laugh at Daniel Jones falling because of gravity. Free J, good evening to you. Rana, thank you for stopping in. By the way, if you haven't had a chance to check it out, I did put up my first New York Giants short in about a month about Saquon Barkley becoming a free agent. A little bit of rage in the video, maybe a couple middle fingers. So if you haven't get a chance to watch that, appreciate you checking it out and hitting the old thumbs up on that. It's under a minute. And I like doing Giants content in that format. And I also learned, and I didn't know this, is you can change your thumbnail when you upload a short with the YouTube app on your phone. You can't change the thumbnail when you upload it with your computer. So some of my short thumbnails aren't very good. I found out this today, and I was like, well, shoot. Actually, I found that out with the TSR Bear video. So all my shorts I should upload now through my phone, because then I can pick what thumbnail there is. But I just like doing those quick hit Giant content type videos, 60 seconds or less. When they win or lose, catch some of that. Obviously, I want to troll the Cowboys, Eagles, and Washington if something happens with them, or if something great happens to them, address it as well. But I really like doing the Giants content in short form, and any support there you guys can give, we greatly appreciate it. Hey, BFF Phil. I like the new intro, but I prefer the old one, just my opinion. That's cool, Phil. Hey, listen, one thing I know about the new intro, some people are going to like it, some people aren't going to like it, and some people are in the middle. There's no way I can please everybody, because the old intro, a lot of people are complaining it was too long, or they didn't like the rap song, and I'm sure at the new intro, people are going to complain, why are you putting your own music on there, or it's too short. Not complain. Point out certain things that they don't like, and it's just, I'm not going to be able to make everybody happy with the intro or outro. That being said, I do like the fact it's shorter, and it's music that I've created, which is really cool. It's not somebody else's music. It's now something that I put together. Vocals, bass, guitar, drums, and writing. Not that the first song was hard to write. It's Go Spurs Go over and over again, but you get the drift. Raphael, hello, never mind. That's awesome, J Money. Congratulations. Giants fumbled Saquon. Now, spur of the moment, I will say this. I try not to swear on this channel. I really do. If Saquon Barkley signed with an NFC East rival, that YouTube short is not going to be PG rated. I will lose my ish if I see the Giants, if Saquon Barkley is going to be in an Eagles uniform or Cowboys or Washington. There is some talk the Eagles are a possible place for him landing. I don't see it happening, but you never know. My question to you all, do we even allow Wembanyama to have an average rookie-like or not so good game once in a while, or is it ruled out for him because of general crazy expectations? Those are the lyrics for EJ. Nice, to the previous intro. Used to not hear it. I don't ever slow up. No take. Yeah, it was a good song. Not mine though. Somebody else's. I think Wemby should just, yes, he can have an average game, but not good game, and he will have one. But the thing with Wemby is, because he's so good and talented, even if he's not doing it offensively, I think he's still going to put defensive stats up. 3 blocks, 4 blocks, whatever. So I don't know if he's going to have too many bad games. He might have a bad offensive game, but as far as on the defensive side, I think he's always going to have, some sort of presence on that end of the floor. Just because of his length, too. He's 7'4", 7'5" with shoes on, 8-foot reach. He'll have an effect on that end. Jamie Go Spurs, go to you. Asia, Miss TSR is at her house tonight. She is babysitting or dog sitting her mother's dog. So she's got double dog duty tonight with Bear and Mr. Toby. Triple T. Love the outro. Yeah, it's the same graphic, but it's my cover of Killing in the Name of by Rage Against the Machine. Wemby in the Name of. And for those of you that don't know, I love making music. And being able to share that with you guys here, even though it doesn't get a lot of views, I just love making it. And that's the important thing, right? Doing things you love on YouTube. Speaking of which, I've got a UFC fight song that I'm hoping to work on tomorrow after work. I get out of work a little early at 1 o'clock to get an eye exam, so I should be home by 3 o'clock, and I'm going to get in the music studio. Vassell, Jones, Wemby, Champagny, Sohan. Dang it, Champagny back in the starting lineup. Fred VanVleet, Jalen Green, Alperen Sengun, Jabari Smith Jr., and Dylan Brooks, the starters for the Rockets. Scotty Barnes, oh no, is that really? Mark? Fred VanVleet first 3 of the game? Maybe. Gilbert, good evening to you. I wonder if the other dog will mention Spurs with left. The other dog? I don't think he's going to make it into a YouTube short. I don't think he'll ever come to my house. Victor is playing Marauders. Victor Wembanyama is GTG for tonight's game. Thank goodness, because, well, I mean, I would still be watching it, but it would be a bit less interesting without Wemby tonight. Players are on the court, and away we. He does have a shoulder thing. Thank you, Veronica. What I'd like to have right now is for all you fat, out-of-shape Houston Hammondangers, keep the noise down and watch a real team was supposed to look like. Hit the music. Ravishing Rick Rude, Roy. I love it. Oh, man, he was saying stuff that could get you in trouble back then. Christian Ghost, Spurs go to you. Spurs win the tip, just the tip, and it is San Antonio to start us off. Trey Jones out in three-point land, got 8 on the shot clock, getting all sorts of harassed by Dylan Brooks. Gets it over Champagny, back to Trey, into Wemby in the paint. Wemby turnaround Jay off the glass, and Victor will get us on the board, 2-0. I heard Russell Wilson got released. Yeah, what amazing how bad that relationship didn't work. The Denver Broncos and Russell Wilson, just total failure when he was just so good in Seattle. Sengun down the other end over Wemby, gets blocked. There's one block already by Wemby. Quite empty in Houston tonight. I'm shocked. Wemby's just going to launch a 3. He has been on fire from 3 lately, by the way. I think since the All-Star break, I put up a stat. He's shooting like 43%. I mean, I don't like him chucking 3s, but they're going in quite frequently now. It's hard to argue with success, right? Sengun will pass it out, and this 3-point attempt is no good by Jalen Green. Spurs ball. Trey will bring it up for San Antonio. They're up 5-0 like my Mustang. 5-0? No? Maybe? Okay. Lame. I know. Trey over to Champagny. Champagny traveled. I don't know if Russell Wilson would work with the Giants. Good evening, Toby. We were just mentioning, well, not your name, but my girlfriend's mother's dog, Toby. Good morning, Ronald. Son of Scar, what's up? I remember early in the season thinking Wemby wasn't too far ahead of Sengun in regards to skill, but now he's clearly leaps and bounds ahead. Yeah, Wemby is developing at a frightening pace. Fred VanVleet for 3. So VanVleet makes the first 3 for the Rockets, but not the first 3 in the game. Amityville, good evening. This dude is nuts. Ron, if you mean me, yes, I am. I'll take that as a compliment. Trey Jones in the paint, layup good. Gotta be a little nutty to be on YouTube, don't you? Just a little bit. A little cuckoo, a little crazy. A little out there. I looked away, and that shot was missed by Sengun. I believe that was Sengun that took the shot. Trey Jones will bring it up for the Spurs, up 7-3. Under 10 minutes to go in the first Q. Vassell to Jeremy Sohan, and Jeremy with the old Thunder.
Thunder dunk of justice.
A little thunder already. Another miss by the Rockets. Sohan with the rebound. Rockets off to a slow start. And our Spurs have been playing very well as of late, as in the last 2 games. Hopefully they can keep it going tonight in this battle for Texas. Trey Jones will start to drive. Passes it out to Champagny. Champagny's going to take the 3. He will miss the 3. How's that? I'm sure I look great right now. Battle for Texas. Another 3, no good. I think that was Jabari Smith Jr. for 3. 9-3, and the Rockets are just not hitting their shots tonight. This looks stupid. Jones will get over to Sohan. Sohan thought about the 3. Now he's going to take the 3. Threw me off and missed the 3. Oh, Cowboy X Factor, you asked about that shirt. I got your back, see? And he's got your spine. It was $8 at Walmart during Halloween. VanVleet for 3 again. And he's the whole Rockets offense. Did Malachi start the last 2 games, Dr. Phil? Then why are we going back to Champagne? I have nothing against Julian, by the way. I just don't feel like he's a starter. And he doesn't play like one, for the record. Wemby with the ball right now, one-on-one with Brooks. Gets him off his feet, and Brooks with the D causes the steal, or causes the turnover and gets the steal. Rockets ball, Sengun down the other end, guarded by Champagne. That is a huge mismatch. Drives right by him in the paint. Gets the layup. And I think Pop's going to call a timeout. And yes, he is. 8:03 left in the first quarter. People say we are not taking any more. No, it's because we're winning. Our team isn't that good if they actually watch us. We have a lot of things we need to work on, Toby, but the team has been playing better as of late. I know Miss TSR would not like that look with the cowboy hat. No, she wouldn't. Yeah, Free J, the first 3-win streak of the year would be nice tonight. See, I got nothing on that one. It should be a winning record. These guys aren't that bad. They just have the experience. They are a young team. They're a very young team, and the Jeremy Stone point guard experiment really hurt this team at the start of the year. The 18-game losing streak was just painful. Yes, Darcy, good evening to you. Rich Babe, were you able to come to Citi Field this year? Citibank. I don't know. We'll see. Yankees and Mets, I presume. I mean, if I was able to make it there, it would be me, Miss TSR. It'd be great if we get Bad Dog there. I've not met Bad Dog in person. I don't know if the Entertainer would be able to make it too, but it'd be nice to meet those guys. I missed the Giants thing they did. Oh gosh, was it 3 years ago? 4 years ago? Actually, I think it was before the PANDEMIC. Yeah, I'm spelling it. I don't know if YouTube still has issues with that, so I just be careful whatever I mention that. I think they may have met in 2019, late 19. OGR Sports is there. Who's the little guy? Kid Blue. Sorry, little compared to me. Kid Blue 27. The Hub, I think, was there. It was like a lot of the Giants content creators. I don't know if everybody out of all that crew is still creating Giants content. I know OGR is retired. I think I heard the Hub is slowed down for school or job, or I don't know. I do not need a Dallas Cowboy hat. I'm a Giants fan. For better or for worse, I'm a Giants fan. Goatee or beard? Goatee. Yeah, Selena lost the headband. Miss TSR was not a big fan of it, so I took it off of her. She doesn't need the headband. We got the headband right here. Look how great he looks. I mean, come on. He's got headband power. You met Chris at City? Okay. The Hub isn't creating content right now. Kid Blue still does. Okay. If Wemby drops for 40, you got I will never rep the Cowboys. I've been a Giants fan for 34 years. There's no way I would ever switch to switch teams. That's trying to sound weird, but I could never be a Dallas Cowboy fan. You know, Coyote does need a headband at Cowboy X Factor. He really does. And yes, Zim Zoom, I think Eli will be a first ballot Hall of Famer. A lot of people say he shouldn't be because of the 500 record for the season. He has thrown a lot of pickles in his career, but he's going to get in there for two reasons. The Manning on his back certainly helps, but the two reasons are 2 Super Bowl championships, and I believe he has a Super Bowl MVP in both. Was he not? That's enough to get him in there right now. Plus, he has every Giants record for passing that there is. Trey Jones for 3, no good. And the Rockets on the run. They can take the lead. Van Fleet for 3. In and out burger. Jeremy Sohan with the rebound. 9-8, 7.5 minutes to go. Spurs up by 1. Sohan forces his way into the paint. Runner good. And I like to see Jeremy aggressive like that. He's been getting aggressive again lately. We need him to score. We can't have games where he's scoring 0 or 1 again. The Spurs are not going to win with no production from him, especially when they're getting so little production from Champagne. We can't have 2 starters not scoring. And Trey Jones was very shy about shooting the ball in their last game, so hopefully he gets out of that. Jalen Green for a mile-long 3, no good. Spurs ball. Dennis Sell will bring it up. 11-8, under 7 minutes to go. Yeah, and beat Tom Brady twice. Exactly. TG won? I hope so. Trey Jones out in three-point land, guarded by Fred VanVleet. I believe I'm taller than both. Not that that means anything. They're in the NBA. I'm not. Jones misses the runner. Jalen Green will bring it up for the Rockets. Drives on Soman, gets right by him and gets the layup. Sterling Shepard, he's been an injury disappointment for so many years. Vassell pull-up jumper in and out, and Champagne got pushed, and I think we're going to have a foul on the Rockets, and we will. Sterling, his ceiling was never as high as Saquon Barkley's. Well, we're in a quick timeout. Saquon Barkley, when healthy, is easily a top 3 running back in the NFL. He's rarely healthy. Zach Collins checking in for Wemby already. So pop back to the under 6-minute first quarter for Wemby. Oh, boy. Collins has been playing better lately. Kelvin's wearing a headband tonight. He usually plays better with the headband. And a turnover by the Spurs. No, we can't have 2 starters not scoring. And Champagne's been very inconsistent and hasn't really performed this year. And then when Sohan's struggling, and then Trey Jones certainly had his ups and downs, it's a lot of your starting lineup to not be playing well. Şengün takes it right at Collins, and we're going to have a foul on the Spurs. Diego, they're going to miss. We're pretty notorious for not finding Wemby. Yeah, I think he's only taken like 1 shot or 2 shots in the game. 2. Derp, yes, actually, Cowboy X Factor. That's a good point. Eli Manning was extremely durable. Never missed a start due to injury. He did miss a start due to Bob McAdoo being a doo-doo and playing Geno Smith, who, boy, has he had a career revival. Who knew? Şengün make the first one. Rico Suave, I believe he's playing with Boy Rico. I know he's got I think it's left shoulder injury, so he might be on minutes restriction again. Wemby's 2 for 2. Thank you, Amityville. Missed a second free throw. We're tied up. Mark, thank you for the Wemby update. 5 minutes, 5 points, 2 rebounds, a block, and a turnover. Spurs ball, all tied up. Drives in the Vassell drives in the paint, kicks it out to Kelvin. Kelvin had some big shots in the last game against the Pacers. Hopefully he can play well again tonight. We need production off the bench, and Kelvin's on the bench for a reason. Supposed to be the guy. As Devin Vassell misses the pull-up jumper. Both offenses a little anemic to start the game. Şengün will drop it off to Green. Green guarded by Trey Jones. Crossover through his legs. Gets it back to Şengün. Şengün layup good. Rockets take the lead. Playoff Eli is a top 3 quarterback. Yes, CXF, I am. Good luck to Antonio Pearson. Now an alley-oop to Devin Vassell, and he throws it down.
Thunder Dunk of Justice.
You okay? Şengün, what up? I don't know what kind of shot that was, but he just kind of felt like he threw it at the backboard and it went in. Bank shot, whatever. Spurs ball down by 2. Collins will get it to Kelvin. Kelvin back over to Trey Jones and to Collins in the post. Little jumper is no good. Collins gets his own miss and gets rejected by Thompson. Spurs still have the ball. Trey Jones reverse layup, baseline good. Wemby better get 3 more block stacks. Just got to get a block a quarter. He's got one right now. Fred VanVleet over to Green. Green guarded by the Sohan. Looking for a pick and roll. Gets the pick, gets the roll, launches the 3. Rattles around and good. 18-15. Jalen Green, 4-3. Jesus, he might be luck, but you know what? Still counted. Sohan's going to launch another 3. In and out. His 3-point shooting has kind of fallen off a cliff, hasn't it, the last month? Hello there. With that one, your offense just yes. And we're going to have a huge tie-up. And wow. Thompson and Collins fall to the floor as Zach had a block on Green. 18-15. Everyone exposes Collins' defense. Well, yeah. Hey, Guards of Music 936, thank you for stopping in. If you like the Giants, why are you a Knicks fan? Because they stink. D'Lo, what ended up happening is I grew up in a New York household. We had Giants fans and Yankees fans, so I gravitated to the Giants and Yankees. And in the late, Jock Lindell, former San Antonio Spurs legend, is on the court, so I gravitated toward the New York teams. But nobody was a basketball fan. So I discovered David Robinson on my own, his rookie season, about halfway through, and just became a Spurs fan. Spurs ball. We win the jumper. Keldon will bring it up. Gets it over to Dan Vassell. Vassell back to Collins. Collins one-on-one with his former teammate Jock Landale and turns the ball over and then flops around like a fish after he turns the ball over. Oh, goodness. Fred VanVleet right now with the ball. Launches it. Good. At the three. I think is that his third three? Fred VanVleet is killing us. Calvin with the bar now gets into the paint. Runner. No good. The tip by Sohan. No good. Boy, our offense is dead to water right now. And an alley-oop to Jalen Green. He throws it down hard, and the Spurs are down by 8. And Pop's taking a timeout. Amityville, it's rough. What do number one picks make salary-wise? Like number one overall? I want to say around $12 million, and then it drops as you go down the lottery. Zach, good evening. I don't think he got a Spurs tribute to Free J. He was only here 1 year. Whack Collins. Same. All right, Steven. David Robinson made you a fan. I mean, I've had this jersey here since 1995, so 30 years next year. Collins flop is 2 out of 10. Is 2 out of 10 flip flops? Wait, what? Oh my God! Trade everybody. There it is. Trade everybody but Wemby. It's not trade everybody. It's trade everybody but Wemby. You know what? The Spurs need a wake-up call, and that wake-up call is going to get to us by the Chuck. I need to check a text by the buddy of mine I'm meeting up this Saturday. Let's only look around. Okay. No one can buy a bucket. Nope, not even a tip. Not even just a tip, they can't get it in. Yeah, that came out right. Well, it's still early. I'm hoping that Wemby's just getting a rest early in the game so he gets a lot of playing time late in the game because as I've started calling him on this channel, and some of you have adopted a little bit, some of you said it's a good nickname, Mr. Fourth Quarter, we're going to need him. Zach, I thought he came out a little too early tonight. He came out at like 6 minutes and 13 seconds, right around there. He had been playing until around the 5-minute mark. He's been playing a lot more late in games, as in the whole fourth quarter. But our offense, you guys said in the chat, our offense is so different when Victor's not in there. It's just, it stalls. Tanking to bring in Bronny, to also bring LeBron to play with Wemby. Look, LeBron James is one of the greatest players of all time. I can't take that away from him. His ability to stay relevant for as long as he has is incredible. That being said, for the people that want to keep labeling the GOAT, he's been, the NBA 20, 21 years, and 4 rings is impressive, but 4 rings in 20 years? That's not GOAT status to me. I've openly said Jordan, I think, is the GOAT, watching him most of his career, but, it's only an opinion. It doesn't really matter. That being said, bringing in an aging LeBron, who maybe has 1 or 2 good years left, he could pull Brady and play till he's 45. I don't know. Maybe. I wouldn't be shocked if it happens, but I would assume he's got only a couple of good years left. Does that make the Spurs a contender? And then if he retires after, let's say, 2 years, what happens then? Like the video I did earlier today, they suggested maybe bringing in Kyle Lowry. I'm like, he's going to be 38, I believe, going into next season. What's that do for us? He plays 1 or 2 seasons and then he retires. I want somebody that's going to be here, bring somebody in that's going to build with the core over the next decade, not somebody that's going to be a stop, a blip on the radar, and then disappears. Keldon in the paint, tough jumper, in and out. Just nothing falling for San Antonio right now. That rim doesn't like us. Oh, also turnover by Thompson. He fell down, but he gets back up again. You're never going to keep him down. Yep, that just happened. Rockets ball. 8 on the shot clock. Pull-up J is in and out for Jabari Smith Jr. I haven't said his name much tonight. Spurs ball to sell. Quick 3 from the corner. In and out. Wait, can we stop with these in and outs? Bronny James isn't good. Wow. And a miss down the other end as I looked away. This is oogly right now. Enzo, I would agree. Russell's the GOAT if we're basing just on rings. I never saw him play, so I can't really attest to his GOATness. Following former San Antonio Spurs legend Jacques Landale. Keldon looks like he's going on the line for 2. My Mount Rushmore, since we're talking about it, is, and I won't put them in any particular order, Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, Timmy, Duncan, obviously. I feel like, those will probably be the 4 of my lifetime since I started watching b-ball. First free throw is good by Kelvin. Hello there. I know, we're not playing very well. Matt, yeah, I'll tell you what. Enzo, Michael Jordan, I didn't truly appreciate him in the 90s because he was so good. The way he took over a game. I remember the Spurs playing the Bulls many times, and the Spurs would be up. And then the tongue would come out, and he would just take over the game, and we just could not stop him. Wemby's checked back in the game. That's a miss for the Rockets. Spurs on the run. Blake Wesley brings it up the court, gets into the paint, and throws it off of Kelvin. Osman gets a loose ball. Pull-up J is good. But just the way he took over. I've never seen anybody dominate games like he did. I've seen it in spurts from LeBron, Curry, definitely from Kobe, Timmy, from Shaq. But just on a regular basis, just the way Jordan, it was annoying, to be honest with you, just how freaking unstoppable he would get at times. Cam Whitmore for 3. Spurs are down by 8. The Rockets are 5 of 11 from beyond the arc. The Spurs are 1 of 6. 1 of 6 is bad. That's under 20%. What is that, 16%? Wemby with bar now immediately gets double teamed. They get wheel the ball around to Malachi Branham. Malachi hits the 3. And Malachi's been playing pretty good lately. Sure, he absolutely sucks on defense. He's a turnstile. But I don't know why we didn't just keep starting him. Champagne gives us nothing on a regular basis. Thompson for 3. No good. A fight for the board. And Jacques Landale pulls down the rebound in front of Wemby. Back out to Whitmore for a follow-up 3. Ooh, that was way off. 26-21, 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Spurs down by 5. Blake Wesley, one-on-one with Jacques Landale. Oh, come on. Get the ball back to Blake. Blow right by him. Blow right by him. That's a huge mismatch. Wemby with the ball instead. Wemby's going to take a quick pull-up 3. No good. How do we not get the ball to Blake Wesley to just zip right by Jacques Landale? And now a whistle on the Spurs. Odyssey, good evening to you. Jedi, thank you for stopping in. No way we destroy 2 powerful teams and we struggle against the damn Rockets. Yes, Sirski? Yes, we do. Victor Wembanyama is in the chat while playing in the game. The only one I saw growing up with that killer instinct on an over basis is Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. The killer instinct, I would say, is unrivaled. Now we have another foul. This is on the Spurs as Thompson gets hit. That's a special quality that you just don't see in a lot of guys. You see it in spurts, but I would agree Jordan and Kobe is probably the closest thing to him. Just the will to win. I don't know, people criticize Mike. Oh, he lost in the first round his first year in the first 2 years in the playoffs. Well, usually they're on the other side, LeBron's side, forgetting he didn't even make the playoffs his first season, or didn't miss the playoffs his first 2 years. It's a back and forth debate that's never going to end. They're both great. Whatever. First free throw is no good. Rockets in the bonus, but there's only a second to go. Has Malcolm been getting better on defense? 3J, I haven't noticed. I have noticed offensively he's been getting better. Missed them both. And that's how we'll end the quarter. Spurs now 26-21. A low-scoring affair. Jeez, we only have 21 points? Oh, now we got 0. Oops. Not that bad. What the? Now that both teams have 0. There we go. Larry Bird, yes. Penalty, good evening to you. I'm doing good. I had a good day. Had a good workout earlier. Even though I've had a stomachache most of the day, been struggling with my tummy. Got a workout in, been productive. I'm very excited for tomorrow. I got I had to work early, so that's always good. But we'll be working on a new song. Finish the intro and outro for the new TSR videos, and I'm really happy with the direction of the channel. I've said this before, but I just kind of settled into a good spot with doing things with live streams and the video content and the Giants content, even though limited and only shorts. I just love doing shorts with Giants content for whatever reason, and then some other things on the channel. Diego, yes. In my lifetime, LeBron is number 2. Keep up the space Spurs, and we need them 3. Well, I don't know if we need 3s, but we need to get going. We need some milk. MJ made the NBA visible for the whole world. Leonardo, that is one thing that I don't think anybody's going to be able to challenge ever in the NBA is a legacy. Jordan helped make the NBA just a global phenomenon and made Nike, arguably made Nike what it is. So, I mean, just his impact in the game in that regards and the popularity, I think that's going to be unmatchable. I mean, nobody's going to have that type of impact. The basketball wasn't that big back in the 80s. And now it's huge and it's a huge sport everywhere. So, yes, that's untouchable. Timmy never won less than 50 games, never missed the playoffs in a 19-year career. That is fact. I take Timmy's career over LeBron's, quiet career over media career. And more championships, Wemby. Timmy should have 6. Unfortunately, he doesn't. Ray Allen. And some bad moves, some questionable moves by Pop at the end of the game. Sorry, game 6, I don't like some of the decisions he made at the end of the game. I'll say it. It is what it is. But Timmy does have 5 rings. That is one more than LeBron. And sure, he didn't make the finals as much. Let's also not forget the Western Conference during Timmy's career was much more difficult than the Eastern Conference. At the start of his career, you had the Shaq and Kobe Lakers for a good portion. The Mavericks were a perennial playoff team. The Lakers with Kobe were still a playoff team after that, and Kobe won 5 rings. You had the Golden State Warriors dynasty that overlapped with some of Timmy's career. I mean, the West was stacked, absolutely stacked, and I'm sure there's other teams I'm forgetting. But the Western Conference was certainly greater than the Eastern Conference for a large portion of Timmy's career, whereas in the 90s, you would say the Eastern Conference was a stronger conference because, well, I mean, the Bulls won 6 championships alone in that decade. Plus, you had Reggie Miller's Pacers, Patrick Ewing's Knicks, the Shaq and Penny Magic. Good times. That's a miss in a Spurs ball. Good evening, Butterfly. D'Lo, yes, that's what drives me crazy. I know Timmy's not a great free throw shooter. Kawhi was shooting like 60% for that series, I believe, and if Timmy had a much better getting chance at rebound than anybody else on our team, and he was not in there at the end of the game, and I was throwing a fit at the end of that game. And Wemby gets the alley-oop. Thunder
dunk of justice.
Wemby is such an amazing finisher in the paint. Already one of the best in the NBA finishing at the rim. Maybe the best. I don't know. Well, I don't want to get too out of control. Rockets ball and a block by Wemby. Victor will bring it up the court for the Spurs and turns the ball over. Nope. It was deflected out. My apologies. 300 likes would be great, Butterfly. Our last 2 streams we got 300 likes, but what helps get the likes is, 1, you guys hitting the thumbs up. But when the Spurs play better, it certainly brings more eyeballs in. When they're playing like doo-doo, people generally don't want to hear about the team playing like doo-doo. Why no point Champagny starter Branham? Slap Jones, I don't know why we keep starting him. And yes, it is the second quarter. Lance, thank you. You are correct. Appreciate you. Thank you for looking out for me. Q2. Kobe went to the 7 finals and lost 2. Tim went 6 and lost 1. They're literally, free J, they are. That's a miss. I didn't see who shot that for the Rockets. Anyway, Spurs ball down by 3. I appreciate you guys whenever I'm off on the scoreboard. Branham for 3, no good. A fight for the board. And finally fall in the hands of Victor Wembanyama. They wheel the ball around to Branham. 7 on the shot clock, back to Wesley. Wesley's going to fly in the paint. Get to the Kelvin. Kelvin's got all the room in the world and throws up the layup. I don't know why he didn't dunk that, but maybe he was surprised he was so open. Wemby already has 3 blocks and 5 rebounds. Does he, Alex? Maybe a triple-double is on the way. Jacques Landale for 3. Nope. But the follow-up catch and throwdown by Cam Whitmore on the miss is good. Wasn't Cam Whitmore drafted like 20 or 21st in the first round this year? Like, he fell a lot. Keldon for 3. Tied game? He was a steal for the Rockets. Let's get this one over the rusty, crusty Rockets. Landale gets run into by Branham. No whistle, incidental contact. Thompson with the ball right now for the Rockets. He's wide open for 3 all day. Missed the shot. Malachi with the rebound. And he'll bring it up for the Spurs. Spurs looking to take the lead back. They'll get it to Victor. Victor's just going to launch a long three. Okay. 31-28. Boom. Tim Duncan is one of the 10 Hall of Fame players to win back-to-back MVPs. Also one in 7 Hall of Famers, soon to be Hall of Famer. Oh shoot, the stat moved. The chat moved. To win MVP and Finals MVP in the same year. Cam Whitmore was projected top 5, dropped to 20. Yeah. Why did he drop? Was it injuries? Look who's here, the one and only Wemby lover. Odyssey. Was Odyssey not like Wemby? The Thompson twins are by far the worst shooters in the league. Are they? I haven't been following them. Here's our Wemby update. 10 minutes, 10 points, 6 rebounds, 3 blocks, 1 turnover. That's a strong line in 10 minutes. I discovered basketball with Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan, so I'm biased. Character issues for Whitmore. I didn't remember that. I mean, those are 2 great players. Hall of Famers for sure. Was it medical physicals or something else? Hey, Jorling Chong, good morning. Thank you for stopping in. Sentiment Pagi. I'm sure I'm saying that all sorts of wrong. Science Man, well, thank you for stopping in. And you just smashed the like. Appreciate you. If you haven't smashed the like, the thumbs up, what are you waiting for? If not for me, then for Baby Coyote. Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go! Magic has become underrated now. Crispin, I'm not a big fan of him launching the threes, but man, he's been hitting them lately. Whitmore is averaging 12 points in 17 minutes a game. Is he really? On draft night, they said it was because of his ankle or some injury. I don't remember. Wemby's 1-3 away from 100 for the season. Okay. To Miss TSR Sports, I caught that text. I'm off work early tomorrow. I got another eye exam, hopefully my last eyeball exam for many, many months. I'm tired of going there. So I'm getting out at 1. The appointment's at 1:30. I'm assuming I'll be home for 3, and I'm going to get my butt in the music studio. Whitmore has an attitude, hasn't proven yet, and already have one. Attitude greater than talent. Oh, wow. I'm trying to get Wemby from Family Dollar packs, and it's not going well. From Family Dollar, basketball card? I own 0 Wemby basketball cards. I'll be transparent. I have very little of the new team. I could order stuff on eBay or try to buy stuff on eBay, but that's just not really fun. I used to like cracking packs. I don't really crack packs anymore. And I don't go any card stores around here. And even if I did, they're going to have the Celtics, the Patriots, the Red Sox. I live in New England, so I'm going to see a lot of that. I'll see a lot of Yankees, Giants, I guess the Knicks and Nets. As far as individual Spurs basketball cards, probably won't see much. Maybe Wemby be there because he's just how immensely popular he is already. But I'm not going to hold my breath. So maybe one day I'll get one. I'll get something. I'm not going to get something that's numbered to only 10 and it's $4,000 or something crazy. I'll just get myself a nice little $3 or $4 Wemby rookie card and call it a day. Fred VanVleet has the ball for the Rockets. The Spurs are up 31-28. And they'll get into, I can't see who has that. Never mind. It's now Schengen with the pull-up jumper. And that's going to bounce around, roll around, and finally go in. Lucky rim job. Wait, what? That's not what I meant. Whitmore had a weird undisclosed vaping incident during tryouts? Really? Okay. Wemby's still in the game, gets it off to Wesley. Wesley's going to launch a 3. Nope. Blake is not a good three-point shooter. So both our point guards that are getting playing time, Blake Wesley and Trey Jones, not the best at hitting the 3. Schengen will get it over to Green. Green for 3. No good. Kelvin Johnson skies for the rebound. Good evening, Mars. Thank you for stopping in. Nice depleted mind. Solid rookie card. Wemby going to pull up for a long 2. Front rim, no good. How many points does Devin have? I don't feel like he scored a lot tonight. Schengen runs right into Wemby and knocks him over. Charge. Go Spurs, go. Take one more W. Caesar, it would be our first 3-game winning streak of the season. TSR, you actually good and was I? Okay. Our Spurs rim jobs this year are horrible. Rockets calling a timeout. They're going to challenge the offensive foul. Wemby just got bowled over by Schengen. That was not a charge, not going to lie. Diego, I'd have to see the replay. If it wasn't, then the call's going to get overturned. What am I watching? There's some girl sitting in a room with an empty chair. Julie Morales, why don't you have a guest with you? Why are you all alone? That wasn't a charge. Wemby clever. You think he was flippity flopping a flooping? That's a happy coyote for the Spurs winning. All those little sounds are him trying to climb because it's a long way if I don't just carry him. He's not playing. Wemby is not playing the whole half. Wemby's giant foot on the line. He does have a giant foot. Dang it. That does not help him. What's he got? Like size 21.5 or size 22s? Red Solo Cup, I fill you up. Let's have a party. My Red Solo Cup is full of water. You know, some people question whether I'm being factual on that. Masagua. It's just plain old boring water. I have to work in the morning at 7 a.m. I also work out 6 to 7 times a week, so putting alcohol in my system just... I rarely drink. I've drank once in the last 5 years. Rich, honest question. Do you think Zach Collins is the best center in the league? I do not. It was 26-18 when he came back in. I'm hoping for a 3-game win streak. This would be our first one of the year. Oh, vodka, no. Oof. Ugh, not a fan. I'll be honest with you guys. I can't do the hard stuff anymore. I used to like it when I was younger. It makes me sick now. I cannot do it. If I drink, I have I'll go show it in my fridge. I got people call it the fruity stuff. I got raspberry flavored Smirnoff Ice. That's what I drink now. Kahlua mudslides, that type of stuff. When are we getting calls like Giannis and Embiid, 80 and LeBron? I don't know about that. Definitely not vodka, Rico. Can't do it. I literally get sick. His heel is his big feet are gonna get him. This might get overturned because of big old Wemby feet. I got overturned. Dang, big Wemby feet. Zima still around? I had no idea, Robert. I heard it tastes like zit. Haha, brooch. Sengun drives in the paint, misses the shot. Osman will bring it up for the Spurs, up by 1. Drop it off to Wesley, over to Sel. Sel's got a clear path, takes it in, and gets blocked. He went up for the dunk and got blocked. And then Shenga just took one to the face. Wemby with the big foot feet. Vassell going in. And yeah, he was not making it through there. Shengun was waiting for him. Oh, Wemby just poked Shengun. Accidentally poked him in the eye. That's a foul on Wemby, as it should be. You can't do an eye poke. Jalen Green gets the layup around Wemby. The Rockets have retaken the lead. Wemby channeling his inner John Jones. Boop, boop, boop with the eye poke. Keldon wide open for 3. Takes the 3. Good job, KJ. 2-point lead for the Spurs. Shengun one-on-one with Wemby. Spins right around him. And misses at the rim, but gets the follow-up. And it's a tied game. Spurs ball. Wemby against Dylan Brooks. Out to Blake Wesley. Wesley's had all day to shoot the 3. Did not want it because, well, he can't shoot 3s. Back to Wesley. He's going to take a 3 now. Oh, God. That was ugly. That was a brick. Jalen Green pull up Jay Good. Wow. Well, that's going to kill Blake Wesley's confidence for launching another 3. That was just oogly. Get some McDonald's, Veronica? All right. Mickey D's. I could go for some Mickey D's right now. Give me a fillet of fish. Wemby for 3. That was almost an air ball. All right, guys, can you stop chucking 3s? We're only down by 2. Fred VanVleet for 3. Yeah. Now, that guy can chuck 3s because he makes them. That's not a good reaction to a 3. Must have been horrible. Yeah, well. Chetty Osmo with the ball. Man, I haven't said Chetty's name much tonight. Wemby with a beautiful pass of a cell. got the ball and immediately just redirected it to Devin. Devin gets baseline, gets the layup, 39-36. Wemby is a fantastic passer, if you didn't know that. 6 minutes to go in the first half. Van Fleet for three again. That's in and out. Osman with the rebound. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Goes coast to coast, throws it up off the glass. 1 point game. Hey Garza, I like Blake. He's got a lot of work to do on his game. He's blazing fast, and we know he can finish at the rim now. He does play better than last season, but there's still a lot of work to be done. And Osman's going to strip Şengün. Spurs ball. Cedi Osman will bring it up for San Antonio. Drops it off to Wemby. Wemby's just going to launch a long three. In and out. Can we stop throwing threes, please? Get some easy buckets. Jalen Green, guarded by Osman, starts to drive. Takes it at Victor, throws up the layup, and gets it. Wemby cannot afford a third foul, and I think we're going to have a timeout. And we are going to get a timeout. Wemby did not challenge that shot at all. I think he's tired. Penalty, yes, he's a great passer. Steven Spurs, go to you. Andre, a Rockets fan, thank you for stopping in. Let's get one of these up. They're talking about, it's still the announcers are talking about how Wemby did not even challenge that shot whatsoever. He's got 2 fouls. He's played the whole second quarter, plus the last 2 minutes of the first. I think he's probably just gassed right now and didn't want to get the third foul. Welcome back, Asia. Julian, Spurs, go to you. Good game so far. Mark, let me just go on to the bench. He does have a bit of a shoulder injury. He was questionable for tonight. He is playing, so it seems like he's okay. Wemby is tired and worried about that foul. Yes. Free J, I agree 100%. Thank you, Veronica. She says hit that like button. And I couldn't agree more. Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go! Shernal Zane, shout out from the Philippines. Thank you for stopping in. Wemby's playing with the boo-boo on his shoulder. He does have a boo-boo. We're almost at 100 thumbs up already. We need only 4 more, so I greatly appreciate it. We've been talking about the thumbs up. That's the only thing I ask for on this channel. Won't ask for anything. Well, subscribe if you're a Spurs fan. I mean, obviously, we're a growing Spurs channel. From what you guys say, one of the bigger independent content creators on YouTube for Spurs content creators. So I'd love to have you join our continually growing and awesome San Antonio Spurs community. All right, speaking of the Spurs, it's their ball. 5 minutes remaining. Zach Collins, or Whack Collins, as some of you are calling him, has checked back in for San Antonio. Zach with the ball right now. Backs up. Little jumper. Jump hook. Good. 1 point game. Remy already shot 5 threes before half. That is a bit too much. Andre, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Not just San Antonio Spurs content, also covering the New York Giants. Sort of covered the Dallas Cowboys, the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Washington Commanders. Might be covering the Yankees this year. Also randomly cover other NBA stuff. I follow Kai Soto, just for the record. Very interested on his journey to the NBA, if and when he does make it, and hoping that he does. Trey Jones runner no good. Introduced to Kai from you, the viewers, a couple years ago. And he seems like an underdog now, so I'm rooting for him. Şengün with the ball, gets it over to Van Fleet. Van Fleet guarded by Jones, 10 on the shot clock. Pick and roll. Van Fleet's going to take off. Nice bounce pass to Şengün. Şengün's going to throw it up. No good. Fouled by Collins. Going to the line for 2. Well, thank you, Kyle. Appreciate it. I don't like Betas. I don't know what Betas is, Dr. Phil. Is that a YouTube channel? Do you get this much engagement when you do Giants? I don't do Giants games, 3 beards. The only thing I call live is Spurs games. 2 reasons I don't do Giants games. Number 1, I just don't like calling football. I've tried a little bit here and there. It's just not my thing. Plus, I like doing things while football's on. Building a Magic deck, working on editing videos, whatever it may be. Going over my uncle's house. My uncle's a Giants fan, so watching the game with him. So that's another thing. The Giants aren't always on in my area. I live in kind of central Connecticut, and they're usually on about 90% of the year, but sometimes games just aren't being televised for whatever reason because the Patriots are on, so they get bumped. So that also throws a fly in the ointment. And let's be honest, Bad Dog Sports and the Entertainer Talking Sports have it locked down for Giants live streams. They draw 98 probably percent of the viewers for Giants lives, so it's not even worth it. Also, and I don't. And number one, I just don't enjoy calling football. That's the biggest reason. I just don't. Who? Another channel that I like that I've thought about working with again. I actually saw they're pushing the online gambling. And unfortunately, for the time being, I'm not going to work with that channel because I don't endorse online gambling. And if that channel was promoting that with me on there, I don't want to be associated with it. There's nothing wrong with that. Sponsors are fine, not my jam, but I don't want to be associated with online gambling and push that type of content. So it is what it is, but a lot of people are starting to get sponsors by them. And I'm like, well, I got to take them off the list of people I work with. So there's a challenge. Jump ball, center court. Okay. Rockets are 1-4 from the line, so they're 1-4 from the free throw line. Wow. WTSR. What do you mean, Mark? WTSR. Steven, look, I want to be clear. I don't want anybody to run to any channel or the other channel mention in the chat saying, "Oh, TSR is bad mouthing you." I'm not. I don't want to endorse online gambling. Because of the job I work with at the state, I've seen it actually wreck some people's lives and how much it screwed them up. So I don't want to push that content on my channel. So if other channels are using them as a sponsor or something similar, I can't work with that channel. I just don't want to be associated with it. Just my personal take, my personal values. That's it. All right, 4140. And you guys know I hate sponsors anyway. I really hope YouTube in the very near future, if you have a sponsorship, there's no ads. Just don't make me watch an ad and then watch another ad 5 seconds in the video. That's a turnover for the Spurs. Fast break. Green gets blocked on the fast break. It is Spurs ball. Right back the other way. Under 4 minutes to go. 41-40. And another turnover for the Spurs. Come on, guys. They get it back to Green again. And this time he makes the layup. I love the manscaping sponsors. I had them briefly spill Dr. Spill a few years ago. And that was a mistake, and I'll never do a sponsor again. Plus, I just hate it. I hate sponsors. Brandon Runner good. I would, disclaimer, asterisk, if the San Antonio Spurs wanted to sponsor the channel, I would be open to that. Never going to happen, so let's not worry about it. Shangon in the paint. Passes it to the front row. And that's a turnover. Wow, this is getting sloppy at times. This is a Texas showdown. I feel on that, Rich. It's really strange how much gambling is endorsed by so many podcasts and channels. Is it really? Whatever. I don't want to say anything. 43-42. Spurs are down by 1. Jeremy Sohan way out in three-point lane. He has the shot if he wants it. He don't want it. He'll drop it off to Devin. 11 on the shot clock. Gets it to Kelvin. Kelvin driving baseline. A lot of contact. Misses the shot. Going to get fouled. Go to the line for 2. I've seen a Lego movie. Any trade rumors? Cherno, so there's no trades until June 30th, I think, after the draft. So right now, Trae Young is the biggest rumor that this could come to the San Antonio Spurs. There's really nothing else out there. Kellen's first free throw is good. Tied game. Said Wemby goes straight to the locker. Is Wemby's in the locker room? Is he really? Oh, no. Yeah, and actually, Free Agent just confirmed it. Only trade rumors is Trae Young. Rich, good video on the free agents today. If anyone hasn't checked it out, go watch it. Thank you, Phil. So I will admit, the video's a little long. It was almost 15 minutes, I believe, which I didn't plan on. And I was a little discombobulated in the video. The reason being is it was not only a free agent video, but it was a live reaction to Air Almel's top 7 free agents that the Spurs can pursue this offseason. And I didn't want to redo it as I was fumbling around a little bit here in the video because then it wouldn't be a real reaction. So I just powered my way through it, and there were a couple surprises on there. Out of all the 7 guys, though, I don't think we signed anybody. I think we're going to build through the draft, which I like. Sengun had a ton of space to shoot the ball. I'm surprised he didn't. Fadeaway jumper instead is, wow, that's a tough shot. Okay. See you from here, Shingun. Both teams are playing kind of bad right now, Marauders. At least offensively, they're having some struggles. That's another turnover for the Spurs. I like Trae Young, but he's undersized going into the future. You can't deny that whether that'll be a problem going to this big man era. He's undersized, and he's an extremely poor defender. That being said, could we compensate for his bad defense with Wemby in the starting lineup, Sohan, Devin, and then, not Champagny, of course, whoever else. Van Fleet with the ball, gets it out to Green. Green's going to take off, gets into the paint. Runs right back out of the paint. 4 on the shot clock. Step back 3 by Green. Short, no good. Şengün with the offensive rebound. Back to Fred Van Fleet. Van Fleet back to Şengün. 8 on the shot clock. And Şengün, tough shot in the paint. Good. 3-point game. If Wemby is out, there's Don Bartley. I hope Wemby's not out. And now a foul by the Rockets on Keldon Johnson. I predict us getting Trae Young and maybe 1 or 2 more vets that want to play with Wemby. However, we'll draft very well this year. I hope so. Wemby is so young, we have some time to build off of drafts. We do, but we don't have forever. He's not going to want to be on one of the worst teams in the Western Conference 2 or 3 years from now. I'm waiting for Dominic Barlow. I don't know if we're going to see him tonight. I got to think if Wemby comes out in the second half, then we won't. Trey Jones with the ball right now for San Antonio. 5 on the shot clock. Takes off, gets it over to Collins. Collins wide open for a corner 3. Hey, Zach's hitting threes again. John Woo. I get the appeal with Alexander Sarr, the Eiffel Towers. There's Zachary Sache, I know, is a sniper from three-point land, which would certainly be a bump at small forward in the lineup. I've heard a lot of good things about Ron Dillingham, Nikola Topic. Tell me what a wild runner in the paint. Spurs take the lead. 2-point game. And you know what? They're learning to maintain leads at times with Wemby out. Not all the time, but they are getting better at continuing to score with Victor not playing. And that's going to be very important. It can't be all Wemby. They need to learn how to play without him. That's a miss by Van Fleet. Vassell for 3 down the other end. There we go. 5-point game. Let's go. Lucas Samanic, no thanks. Already had him. We're good. Machine 78, thank you for stopping in. Van Fleet thought about a mile-long 3, gets it over to Green instead. Jalen Green, step back 3. He's taking some hard shots. Sohan with the rebound. Shot clock is off. 19 seconds to go. Spurs are up 52-47. Trey Jones way out in three-point land, right by the Rockets logo. Under 10 seconds to go now. Gets it to Vassell. Vassell, maybe a pick and roll with Collins. Gets a pick. Now launches a 3. In and out. Oh, and a foul. Foul on Jabari Smith. Spurs are on the bonus. That's going to be 2 free throws. We're going to have a lead going into the half. Is Cade Cunningham up for trade from the Pistons? Touching on your comment earlier about where our different team with Victor is on the bench, who could play around Victor and all that space he commands and take over on offense? I mean, if Trae Young comes to the Spurs, would he all of a sudden be a 30-point per game guy? Collins at the line, misses the first one. 119 likes. Let's get it up to 125 and keep it going. Don't stop there. Don't stop till you like enough. Ooh, don't stop till you like enough. Ooh. Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go! Wemby with to change his uniform? Really? 1 second left. And that's it. That's a 6-point lead, guys. Green was chucking bad shots. Crazy how they have 11 points off the Spurs turnovers. How much different this game would have felt if they didn't commit those. Rush Hour is a great move. Was I just singing? I was singing Rush Hour, wasn't I? My best friend Plank. Who was my best friend Plank? You got a wrench. Kyle, is that you? Because I was seeing my best friend Plank and then your name interchangeably on the YouTube app on my phone. Lucas Samanic got 23 minutes because, Laurie Markkinen's hurt. Collins got fouled. I thought he was just there to soak up Wemby's non-call. All right. You know what? We didn't play great at all, but the Spurs have the lead. Looking to get their first 3-game winning streak of the season. It is you, Kyle. Okay. I would love to win tonight. I'd love to beat the Rockets, beat an interstate rival, the battle for Texas. And yes, Pat, we did finish well. Hot check, maybe someday. He's still very young. Certainly possible. Yes, Lucas Saunders is still in the league case of Kings with the Utah Jazz. Wood Rabbit stuck in LA traffic. Ooh. You don't have to play great to win. You just have to play better than the other team. Yes. I like that. Does Jabari Smith Jr. have 0, Alex? Well, we're going to actually take a look at the halftime stats. No, thank you. We got a good crowding in tonight. I'm so happy to see San Antonio Spurs fans getting excited about the team again. I understand it's hard to want to really follow the team during like the 18-game losing streak, but them playing better now, Wemby being Wemby, the rest of the guys starting to playing better. There's a lot to be excited about moving forward the rest of the season if they keep this up. And my goodness, we have so many draft picks. I know it's not a deep draft this year. Maybe we'll take a look at the projected draft in halftime. Why not? Because we might have the 7th overall pick if the Raptors don't fall apart. And we could also have a top 3 pick. All right, let's take a look at the Houston Rockets first. Wow, the Rockets have 2 guys with 0. Brooks with 0 is not a big surprise. He only took 1 shot, whatever. But Jabari Smith Jr. rocking a team worst -19, 0 for 3 from the field, no points, 2 fouls, 1 rebound, 1 assist in 17 minutes. He's actually a liability to his team right now. Şengün having a huge first half, 15 points, 9 rebounds, easily going to have a double-double. Fred VanVleet also having a good first half, 12 points. Jalen Green with 15. Green having a weird game. The 15 points is good. 7 of 16 from the field is not too bad, but he's only 1 of 7 from beyond the arc, so taking some bad 3-point shots. He's 6 of 9 everywhere else. Off the bench for the Rockets, the other Green with 0. Thompson with 0. Landell with 0. Holiday with 0. Cam Whitmore is the only player off the bench for the Rockets to score with 5, yet he has the worst plus-minus on the bench with -10. He must have been out there with Jabari Smith Jr. Wow, the Rockets have 6 players, 6, that have not scored tonight. That is crazy. Not surprised they're only down by 6. For our San Antonio Spurs, Julian Champagnie doing what he normally does. 0. Jeremy Sohan with 4 points and 5 boards. Victor Wembanyama, 4 of 10 from the field. 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 blocks to only 1 turnover. He's got 10 points. Trey Jones with 4 points, 3 boards, and 3 assists. Vassell with 7 points off the bench. Wack Collins with 6 points. Osman with 4. Calvin Johnson is the leading scorer for the Spurs tonight. He's playing very well. I don't know if he was playing that well. I figured he was playing good. He's got 13 points on 4 of 6 shooting, plus 3 of 4 from the line, 5 rebounds, no turnovers. All right, Kellen. Malachi with a solid first half, 5 points on 2 of 3 shooting. And Blake Wesley, kind of a weird stat line, 0 for 2, both shots from beyond the arc. However, he's got 5 assists and no turnovers. So, you know what? I'll take a point guard that's getting assists with no turnovers. Blake actually leading the Spurs with assists right now. So, you know what? Keep doing what you're doing. Make it work. I also want to take a look at the NBA prospect order. Is that where I looked at that? NBA prospect 2024. NBA draft rankings. This is from about a month ago, and I know March Madness is going to change all of this. So I'll look at CBS Sports Draft Board. Let's take a look at the top 10 on their board. Oh, this isn't in order of any type. This is just rising, falling. Well, that doesn't help me out. I'm looking. That's going to be a fun thing to talk about. Let me make sure I'm not missing a super chat or anything like that. That would feel really bad. Oh my gosh, I did. Holy moly! Alonso with the $50 super chat, watching from Honduras. Great commentary as usual. My goodness, I'm glad I came back. I would have felt awful if I missed that. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah, I don't ever want to miss something like that. That is, yes, he did, James. I caught it. Geez, thank you. That is so generous. I am, wow, I'm at a loss for words, and thank you. That you didn't have to do that. You did, and I thank you very much. That'll go on the TSR needs a new computer and within the next year fund, because I know this one's probably not going to last, but I'm going to ride it out for as long as I can. But thank you so much. NBA draft order for 2024. I'd like to get the. I don't feel like this is right. I want to find something that's updated. Yard marker. Okay, there we go. This is from 7 hours ago. NBA 2004 NBA draft. ESPN shakes up top 25 player rankings in big way ahead of March Madness. Okay, so number one, they have Zachary Rasache as number one. 6'10 forward out of France. We know it'd be a French connection with Wemby. I know he's a phenomenal three-point shooter. Rasache is number one right now. Wow. Okay. Alexander Sarr's number two. Rob Dillingham, a player that I hear a lot of you, or see a lot of you guys are interested in the Spurs possibly taking, point guard. So let me get position as well. Rasache is a small forward. He will replace Julian Champagny in the starting lineup. Alexander Sarr, the center. I guess Wemby would go back to the 4. Would Sohan move to the 3? Devin stay at the 2, and then we continue to start Trey Jones? Or do we get Tyus Jones in free agency and have the Jones brothers running point? I don't know. Rob Dillingham is ranked number 3, and Kentucky's had a phenomenal track record with guards over the last decade. So that'd be a point guard. Number 4 is also point guard Nikola Topic. I know he's got the, knee injury that he's been dealing with. Some sort of injury. At number 5, Reed Shepherd. I don't know a lot about him, also out of Kentucky. And after that, I start to kind of lose track a little bit. Number 6, Matthijs Buzulis. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I think a couple of you have mentioned his name before. 7, Cody Williams. I have heard of him. I thought he was going to be a top 3 projected. Williams' season at Colorado has not been any hope concerning injuries have plagued him throughout, with only 18 appearances and none since February 24th due to various injuries to his eye, ankle, and most recently wrist. Has become difficult to project where he is as far as talent for the NBA. Wow, Williams was a top pick. He has fallen down a bit. He's a forward. Number 8, Jabari Walter. Don't know him. Number 9, Donovan Clingan from UConn. I know him because Miss TSR loves UConn. He's jumped into the top 10. Speaking of which, number 10, Tidjane Salon. And then after that, any notable names? Isaiah Collier has dropped to 14th. He's a point guard that was projected to be a top 10. Zach Edey, a name I've heard from you guys a few times, has dropped. He's at 15 right now, center out of Purdue. Stephen Castle, guard out of UConn, 16th. And after that, I don't know anybody. So let's look at who can we possibly get. Let's say we get the 3rd overall pick. We're the 3rd worst team, so just going by draft, current draft position, could we take a player like Rob Dillingham, and there's our point guard, for hopefully the next decade? And then if we were to get the 7th overall pick, could we take a Cody Williams or Donovan Clingan? I don't know. To get Sarr, I think we're going to need a top 2 pick. Or could we get the 2nd pick and take an Alexander Sarr and then hope that Topic falls or Dillingham falls to 7 if we get the 7th pick? I am shocked Rasache is number 1 on their board. That I did not see that coming. Wow, he has moved up a lot. Let me put the 3rd quarter up on the board, and then we will get back to talking to the chat. Q3 will be ready to go. And my apologies, I'm sure I missed a whole bunch, but I was looking at the draft board and totally thrown off by it. How cool would it be to win with Wemby out of the game? Keith, it would be great, but I want to see him play. Actually, let me move back a little bit. Djibouti Smith Jr. Nice. I hope Wemby just had to use the restroom. Maybe. Rasache would go right to the 3 if we drafted him. I still think Wemby has a headache. He's been holding his head on the sidelines and doesn't look injured. Venom, I didn't notice that. If our guys win the 3rd quarter, it's going to be... Yes, Wood Rabbit. I would agree probably. Rasache and a point guard, but we need vets from free agency, and we don't have a lot of cap room. I was shocked in today's video when Air Alamo said if we don't sign Chetty and waive Devontae Graham, we're still only going to have like $22 million of cap. I thought we had a lot more cap than that. A lot of mock drafts have been fluctuating. Some people are saying Reed Shepard's number one. Some are saying Sarr's number one. Recently saw Williams number one. The draft I just looked at, though, free day was updated today in the last 7 hours. And I think Williams' injuries are pushing him back the other way because he was in the top 3 when I checked a couple weeks ago. Sarr to the Pistons. Do they need another big guy, though? Which games do you say you won't be available for? Nagai Franklin, I won't be able to do the Warriors game Saturday. I will be with a friend of mine, so that's a big game for I can't do it. And then a game at the end of the month, UFC weekend, March 28th, 29th. I think there's a game on Saturday, either Friday or Saturday. I think it's a Knicks game on Friday, March 28th or 29th. I won't be available for it. But obviously, I'm going to try to do everything else. Draft is always the prize. As long as our Spurs, when we draft, collectively, Spurs Nation is not doing this. Who? I cannot deal with another Joshua Primo, Lucas Dominich type of incident. Because when both those guys were drafted, I was full on who? I can't deal with another who. Remember now, as of now, our pick can drop as low as 7th. So in hindsight, we don't need the Raps. Nice, J Money. The Raptors pick is top 6 protected. So if they get the 6th, if they're this, say the ball can change everything. If they have a top 6 pick, we don't get it. Let me just leave it like that. Wemby's had allergy problems before the road trip. I wonder if he does it. Steven, good question. Saquon to Houston, please. You know what, Kyle? I would much rather see Saquon Barkley in a Houston Texans uniform than the Eagles or the Ravens. If he goes to the Texans, I hope he plays well for you. I have no ill will with the Houston Texans. There's no rivalry there with the New York Giants. I would be rooting for him, and you would obviously keep me updated if anything happens with him. Primo's doing good in the G League, is he? You went to Monday Night Raw? Wow. I last went to a Monday Night Raw in 1999. It's been a hot minute. It's been a long time. Speaking of a long time, let's get some goals first goes up. We got a lead right now. By the way, I just want to look at my phone, and Miss TSR said if a UConn player goes to San Antonio, she's getting a jersey pronto. Yes, she would. Miss TSR loves UConn the way Mr. TSR loves the Spurs. Joshua Primo cooking. You're not cooking? Yeah, dude. Blah, 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 blah. Spurs have 7 turnovers to the Rockets 2. The Spurs bench has scored 28. The Rockets bench only 5. We are 4 of 6 from the line. They are 1 of 4. Free throws could... If this game comes down to free throws, the Rockets are going to be kicking themselves for missing so many. Or just not missing a ton, just missing what a little bit they're getting a chance at. Collier Fallon could be a good pickup. Maybe it's fallen because of the hand injury, but he is back scoring big. You know, Adrian, I will, and then I want to address that real quick. The game.
Sucker!
You know, Collier could fall in the draft. I don't think he falls to the second round where we get picks. I still think he's a first-round prospect. Could we trade for a third first rounder? Probably not. There was that pipe dream. Remember the pipe dream last year? The Spurs are going to draft Victor Wembanyama and maybe get another first-round pick to get Scoot Henderson. For the moment, I believe it's a good thing we didn't try to get Scoot, because isn't he playing kind of in Portland? My ideal lineup is Jalen Green, Fred Paolo, and Wemby. Jalen Green. Oh, you're talking about, okay. Wait, Wemby? You guys ain't getting Wemby. Richard, you hear about Twitter doxing I don't try to, I try to stay away from all that stuff, to be honest with you. I did not hear it. I try to stay away from it. The only thing I do on X is promote TSR Sports. Any type of news like that, no idea. Latino Lantern with a $5 super chat. Thank you very much. Says there is no Wemby in the draft. Facts. Why not go all in and get top 5 NBA guard with the draft capital? We don't need a Malachi Blake Primo. Well, gosh, we don't need a Malachi Blake or Primo in the draft. Go in and get. You're saying get Trae Young, aren't you? In the Lantern. You're saying go after Trae Young. I gotta assume that's what you're talking about. Wemby is in. Wemby's in. That is good. Spurs up 53-49. They get it to the Sohan in the paint. Throws it up off the glass. No good. Gets his own miss and throws it down.
Thunder Dunk of Justice.
Thank you all for the dono hype tonight, by the way. This is probably one of the bigger, maybe the biggest donation stream we've had this season. So thank you. I can't say thank you enough to everybody that's donated tonight. That's very generous. Şengün, a little jumper in the paint. A weird, just one-handed, like he threw it like a Jeremy Sochan free throw. Good. Both teams going back and forth. Not a lot of defense so far in the second half. Şengün went 19, 9, and 2, having a good game. Trey Jones bounces it off of Wemby, or no, behind Wemby. Vassell gets the loose ball, 8 on the shot clock to Sochan for 3. In and out. All of Jeremy's three-pointers are going in and out. Wemby with the effort to get the loose ball, gets it back to Sochan. Over to Champagny. Champagny's going to drive in the paint. Back to Trey Jones. Over to Victor. Wemby back to Champagny. Champagny, you got to shoot. There's 2 on the shot clock, buddy. Turnover. Shot clock violation. That was just ugly. Sloppy offense is being polite. I don't even know what to say. Like, can you have a basketball IQ, awareness, shot clock at 2? Somebody shoot 3, 4. You know, it's running down. Şengün in the paint against Wemby, gets blocked. Gets the ball back, gets blocked again. Oh, foul. Ah, dang it. There you go. I don't know. Julian's brain cells missing. Open to the site. I don't know what, Mark. I can't stand Julian Champagny starting. I don't wish him any ill will. I'm sure he's a great kid. Actually, he's a kid compared to me. I'm 46. So, yeah, he's a kid compared to me. But for the love of Spurs Nation, why is he starting? On a nightly basis, he almost gives us nothing. He's gotten 0 tonight. I just don't get it. He plays decent defense, but my goodness, he's a 3D player without the 3. He's not giving us any offense. And when Sochan's struggling offensively, then we have 2 guys in our starting lineup doing nothing. Our forwards are both contributing 0 offensively. I ain't going to win you a lot of games. That free throw was no good. 55-52, Spurs up by 3. 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. Devin will bring it in and turn the ball over. Wow, we just cannot stop turning the ball over. Dylan Brooks, pull up Jay. No good. Good. Glad he didn't make it. Vassell's doing, Adriel, I would say okay. Wembanyama ball gets into the Sochan. Another turn. Oh my God. This is starting to frustrate the heck out of me. Green with the pull-up 3. Thank goodness Jalen Green keeps launching 3s and missing them, but the putback is good. Spurs are up by 1. Jabari Smith Jr., I think, was that his first bucket of the game? Both teams with 7 offensive rebounds, and the Spurs just butterfingers tonight. Jeremy with the ball. Over to Champagny. Champagny wheels it around to Trey Jones for 3. No good. You like announcers? Yes, Latino Land. Thank you for $2 super chat. Bill Land. Now, it's the Rocket stream on my TV tonight. As Green gets a tough layup in the paint. But oh mama Wembanyama, I do like that one. But I don't want to use it because I'd be stealing it. I'm done with Champagny as a starter. As a backup, fine. Sochan's wide open for 3. He's going to take the 3. They're daring him to shoot, and he made it. Thank sweet baby Jesus. They literally, Şengün looked at him and was, 10 feet away from him, 8 feet away from him? You got to shoot it and make it when they're giving you that much space. Maybe not shoot it if you're missing all of them, but you got to make it. Şengün spins around Wemby. Layup good. Champagny's 22 years old, second-year player with more size and better defense than Kellen. Kellen's better scorer. That's fair. He's not a starter either way. Some people might argue Kellen's not a starter. Devin flies in the paint. He's going to get fouled. 58-all. Good game tonight. Is Trae Young top 5 NBA point guard? Steph Curry, De'Aaron Fox, Tyrese Halliburton. Murray is in DeJounte Murray? Am I missing a Murray? Damian Lillard, John Morant, Luka Doncic. He's at least top 7. Devin is at the line for 2. Wow, that sentence really escaped me. Vassell plays with his eyes shut. Well, he did shoot the ball with his eyes closed there. He missed the free throw. Champagny All-Star Summer League. He was good at Summer League. Oh, Jamal Murray. I went to DeJounte Murray. Jamal Murray. So Trae Young, we can all agree at the very minimum, is top 10. Would anybody dispute that? He's a top 10 point guard in the NBA? Probably not. 59-58. Both teams not shooting well tonight from the line. The Rockets are 2 of 6. The Spurs are 5 of 8. Aren't these NBA players? That long three is no good. Şengün with the putback. Şengün gets fouled again. That might be the 4th foul on Wemby. Is that 4 on Wemby? I couldn't hear the call. That's going to be bad if it is. It is 4 fouls on Wemby. Yep, he's coming out. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Keldon is a starter, but starters carry a lot of responsibility, especially defense. Off the bench, you play your role even more, which for Keldon is to score and play with Heinrich. Yeah, I agree. He doesn't have to play. I mean, he should play defense off the bench, but 4 fouls on Wemby. That is bad for our Spurs. TSR needs to watch more basketball. Foul shooting is sad. Robert, I only watch the Spurs these days. He made them both. I don't watch Warriors games or Lakers games or Bucks games. I literally only the Spurs. I have watched a few UConn games. This Jeremy Sohan gets blocked in the paint. It is Rockets ball. Şengün throws a pass over his shoulder. It's going to get deflected by Zach Collins out of bounds. It'll stay with the Rockets. Wemby, 18 minutes, 10 points, 8 rebounds, 4 blocks, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 4 fouls. And Şengün is dominating. Wemby is so good at not fouling, so this is great. Yeah, he usually is. Van Fleet pull up 3, no good. Vassell with the rebound. Who's going to step up for the Spurs? They'll get the ball to Sohan. Sohan. The pass by Champagnie was deflected, and that's another turnover for the Spurs. They are turning the ball over, Eddie. High rate here in the third quarter. Green flies into the paint, gets the layup, good. You know, if Jalen Green just attacked the rim more tonight instead of launching threes, they'd be doing really good. Vassell misses the dunk in the paint. Foul by Şengün, going to the line for 2. Grayson, Keats, I would not bet on anything. But I'm hoping the Spurs win for me as a fan, for the viewers, for the Spurs viewers and fans, and you're going to get 3 times your money. Well, good for you. Phil, I agree. Get rid of touch fouls. For sure. Vassell's first free throw. Good. 2-point game. Rockets only have 2 turnovers? Diego, what do we have, like 11? Keldon checking in, and he's going to check in for, hey, Champagnie. Vassell, 1 more free throw. Good. I mean, considering Wemby's in foul trouble, he hasn't been quite full on Wemby tonight. The fact we're only down by 1, although the Rockets have not been playing particularly great either. Şengün with the ball in the paint. Jumper good. Man, he's just scoring at will. How many points does Şengün have? 26 already. He might go for 40 tonight. Jeez. Keldon open for 3. Nope, pulls it down, gets it to Trey Jones. Jones, 11 on the shot clock. Oh, Jones is doing here. Just gets it over to Devin Vassell. 4 on the shot clock. Devin drives in the paint. Tough shot is blocked. Gets the ball back. Throws it up and in. Nice, Devin. Missed the first one because of the block, but nice effort to get the ball back and score. Şengün, by the way, has 11 points this quarter. He is going off right now. Let's add some weed or something at halftime. He's just playing great. Dylan Brooks for 3, no good. Thank goodness he can't hit a shot tonight. I don't like him. Jones with the ball, gets it over to Devin Vassell. Vassell drives in the paint. Pull up Jay. All right. This is the Devin Vassell that we gave the contract extension to. We need scoring, and now he's starting to take over the third quarter. Thank you, Frankie. Yes, hit the thumbs up if you haven't done so. Fast, refund your Twitch and delicious, and it does help the channel. Spurs have 11 turnovers, and the Rockets have made 18 points off them. We've only made 2 points off their 2 turnovers. And somehow we're up. We're going to a timeout. Right, Diego? How are we up? We could be getting crushed right now based on all the turnovers, but we're up by 1. Devin Vassell is no Devin Booker. No, he's not. No, he's not. I can't argue that statement. He's not. He just isn't. We need some cute for our Spurs. Help the Spurs win, baby. Grogu, use the Force. The Force is strong within me, even though I'm shorter and I'm baby. I'm Grogu, and I like the San Antonio Spurs. I don't know. It is a low-scoring night, Crispin. Apparently, I'm losing my mind. Don't mind me. This has to be way too big. Actually, maybe it'll fit on his head. It won't stay on, but I think it looks pretty good. Maybe turn it this way. There we go. I saw Patty Mills was signing with the Heat. Rich, if Jalen stopped shooting threes and attacked their own more, oh God, Kyle, we would be down by like 15. Let's hit Atlanta with the $5 super chat again. He says Van Fleet should be a Spur. I get it though. Soen had more upside. Do you mean signing him? Look, the Rockets spent a boatload to get Fred Van Fleet. Aren't they paying him like $40 million a year? That's a lot of money to tie up. I mean, putting that kind of money into a Wemby in a few years, I'll get, but Van Fleet, I think the Rockets overpaid for him. We the ones, what's going on? 3 in a row would be great. He said 3 in a row, boop. Well, I'll give you a boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop. Shangoon is young, but already has a dad bod frame. Nice 8-6 killer. Thank you for stopping in. I like how, yes, we can like super chats now as content creators. That is really cool. The 2024 draft, maybe the next 2013 draft with Anthony Bennett, where nobody knew who would be the first round pick. It was so. Anthony Bennett, is he predicted to go? And people saying he's going first? I don't even know who that is. Wemby equals Baba Yaga. Pedro, are you a Slaughter to Prevail fan, by the way? Baba Yaga is probably my favorite song by them. Alex Terrible. I haven't heard their new album. The thing that band might have been a one-off for me, where I just kind of got into them one year. I still listen to the album once on a blue moon. Cowboy X-Factor, I need to find a Tony Parker jersey. I look every day on eBay. Fred Van Fleet for 3, no good, but somebody tips it in. Of course, it's Shengun because he's unstoppable tonight, 66-65. But yes, I do plan on buying a Tony Parker jersey at some point. I just need to find the right one that fits what I'm doing with my background. Sewing with the ball in the paint. Out to Demasel. Vassell thinks about the 3 and said, pulls up for 2. No good. Jalen Green with the rebound for the Rockets. 66-65. A little over 5 minutes to go in the third Q. And now, over the feet. A whole bunch of players just took off on the bench. I don't know what happened. I think it was Thompson and Sohan. The camera was on the other side of the court, and then I just saw a whole bunch of people running the other way. I don't know what happened. They're only 275. No, don't do that, Phil. Sohan and Thompson, I don't know what happened, guys. I don't know what happened. I saw the aftermath. Are they going to show us a replay and who perpetrated this? The referees are going to obviously have to look at it. I don't think they know what happened. They're going to look at it, and Sohan tripped Thompson. Did he really? Mitchell and Ness were the only ones that sell Parker jerseys now? Oh, don't say that. Rich Sohan fell, got peed, and tripped. Greetings, Donald. Thank you for stopping in. Don't be doing stupid stuff, Jeremy. All right, so we're seeing the replay. Jeremy got knocked down, then tripped Thompson. You can't do that, man. That could get him thrown out of the game and maybe suspended. So Jeremy goes up. Thompson lightly pushes on the shoulder. Jeremy falls down, puts his foot up. I'd like to think that was not intentional. I don't know. and then they get in each other's face, doing a lot of yapping. No, I don't think anybody threw a punch. I can't tell, Dr. Phil, if that was an intentional trip or if Jeremy was just rolling and Thompson tripped over him. Well, both teams fired up. They want this win, huh? Jeremy, Rod, and Soman. Yeah, right? And both players are laughing, so I don't know. Sohan the Barbarian. Exactly, Jedi. You don't mess with the Sohan. Son of Scar is probably going to get flagrant on somebody. I don't know which way this is going to go. I was worried a fan got out onto the arena and was taking a punch at one of the players. Hey, Boban, what's up, my man? This is the way that the bench is just like... Flagrant one on Jeremy, purposeful trip. Tentacles on both. So they're saying it was an intentional trip. Yep, flagrant one on Sohan. I love how Tom tried to push Jeremy and Jeremy even move. Pop needs to get on the mic. There he goes. Yes, Pop does need to get on the mic. Who's out? Is Frankie's one of them out of the game? I think they're both still in the game. I don't think anybody got thrown out. Flagrant one for the Rockets. Yeah. Free throw for the Rockets. I would not take Jalen Green, D'Lo. I would not. Sonya was not looking at him when the trip happened. He did get up and throw an elbow, though, so that's... Nice, Phil. Sticking with no Spurs players ever fouled. When the trip happened, Jeremy was looking this way, so I don't know if that was intentional. Doesn't matter now. The call's already happened. I'd like to think it wasn't. Just play on guys and don't do anything else stupid. Van Fleet pull-up jumper, no good. Rockets take the offensive rebound, and Thompson gets blocked in the paint. And Collins with some D. Get it up to Kellen. Got to get the ball across that midcourt. All right, 68-65, 5 minutes to go. Kellen took about 6 steps in the paint and missed the shot. Green falls down. I wonder if these players are going to start getting chippy out there. Shango with the ball, drives in the paint, spins around, little jumper good. Man, he's been unstoppable. Frankie, I'm surprised actually Jeremy didn't get thrown out. Flagrant one and a tech. Maybe because it was offsetting techs. Jeremy with the ball gets it to Kellen. Kellen gets it back to Sohan. Sohan in the paint. Layup good. Jalen Green will never contribute to winning basketball. Diego, that's a strong statement. Jalen Green is a Filipino. That's right, he is. Takes some awfully questionable three-point shots. Şengün with a tough shot. Tried to get the contact, didn't get it. It is still Rockets ball, 5 on the shot clock. Smith Jr. for 3, no good. Sohan with the rebound. And Jeremy will bring it up for the Spurs. Drops it off to Dan Vassell. Vassell drives in the paint. Almost lost the ball. Gets it out to Trey Jones instead for 3. Nope. Collins with the offensive board. And now the Spurs turn it over. We cannot stop turning the ball over. My goodness. Green putting on a nice little dribbling clinic moving up the court and then gets in the paint. Reverse layup. Wow. Now that Jalen Green that's attacking the rim has been very efficient tonight. The Jalen Green that's been launching bad threes has not been helping the Rockets. 72-67. Spurs are down by 5. What if Pop started doing karaoke on the mic? I would be interested in seeing that. Delapaz, I thought he was Filipino. He's not. No? TSR Sohan said suck. What did he say? Did he say this right here? Did he say this?
Sucker!
Yes, the Rockets are fired up. You know what? We need to get fired up. We need to get chucked, just like this. Steve Kerr would be a good one, Bryce. I wouldn't mind Steve Kerr taking over. Becky Hammond, when her contract expires with the Las Vegas Aces, which I think is around the time Pop's contract expires. Certainly wouldn't mind Becky being our coach. Do we only have 11 turnovers, Greg? It feels like a lot more than that. I mean, we are just turning the ball over left and right. And now, because of all these turnovers, we're down by 5. I'm just going to... There it is. There's a 3. There it is. Pelicans lead the Raptors by 30? No, we don't want the Raptors to play bad, do we? I don't know. Amityville, all things considered, we're turning the ball over considerably more than the Rockets. Wemby's played limited minutes due to the foul trouble, and we're only down by 5. If we can keep it 5 or less going into the 4th, we got a good chance. Kerr got a big contract bigger than Pops. How long is those dragging? I thought it was only for like 3 or 4 years. I'm a Houston fan, but I got Wemby props left. BJ, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate the Rockets fans hanging out tonight. Spurs fans, as always, thank you for being here. Bill Self, new future coach. I have not heard that, Joe Reyna. Şengün has way more than 10 points, Mark. That can't be right. 30 points. 30 points and 13 rebounds. He has just been absolutely killing us tonight. The Rockets have outscored the Spurs 25-14 in the third quarter. And no surprise, the Spurs not playing it well without Victor Wembanyama, with him being in foul trouble. But you know what? There's still a lot of time left in the game. The Spurs can win this. They just need to play like they did the last 2 games. The Rockets only have 2 turnovers. Frankie, thank you. He says, hit that thumbs up. Yes, if you have not hit the thumbs up, we're on our way to 200. Would love to hit 200. We have definitely enough people to hit 200. So thank you all for being here. If you haven't done so, a little Go Spurs go to you. Smash the thumbs up.
Go Spurs, go! Go Spurs, go!
Boudet, what do you mean? Are you talking about Hakeem Olajuwon? The Dream was great. Man, he is definitely one of the greatest centers I've ever seen play the game. The Dream Shake was unstoppable. Just, it's hard to believe that the Rockets only won 2 championships with him. I think you guys made the finals in the 80s with Olajuwon and Sampson, before Sampson's body gave out on him. Who did the Rockets lose to? It must have been the Celtics, right? Which, I mean, Bird, Parrish, McHale, that was just, that was ridiculous. Can't believe they only won 3. Calvin in the paint, throws it up, misses. The follow-up tip is no good. And the Rockets looking to have their biggest lead of the game. Van Fleet fakes the 3. 1-on-1 with Sohan, 14 on the shot clock. Looking for, nope, gets it to Şengün, Şengün's going to go for 40 tonight. Gets it to Green. Green's wide open for 3. Still can't, he's just struggling from beyond the arc tonight. Şengün is a problem for sure, and could have been a San Antonio Spur. Correct me if I'm wrong, but who did we draft in front of Şengün? It wasn't Primo, was it? Was it Joshua Primo? Or was it Vassell's the Halliburton draft? I think we took we just turned the ball over again. An alley-oop, and too much alley and not enough oop. That's a turnover by the Rockets. It was Primo. Yeah, Diego, I think we drafted Vassell before Tyrese Halliburton. A lot of people, hindsight, aren't happy with that pick. We had DeJounte Murray at the time. He was expected to be our point guard of the future, and he obviously is not. Brandon pulls up for 3. 2-point game. This is a 90s era scoring line, Llama. This is a low-scoring game, but you know what? It's back and forth. It's a good game. And the Spurs are competing, and that's all I ask, especially with Wemby in foul trouble, and they're still keeping it close. I've said this earlier in the stream, they got to learn how to keep it close or maintain leads with Wemby on the pine. Fred VanVleet for 3. He's been hitting a lot of 3s tonight. Oh, okay, Jack Johnson, thank you. It kills Samanic is with Utah. Brandon's going to drive in the paint, layup, just rolls off the rim. We have had a lot of bad luck with shots just barely missing. Down the other end, though, no defense in the middle. Cam Whitmore throws down a dunk. I think that's the biggest lead of the game for the Rockets, up by 7. Malachi with the ball again, pull up, and gets rejected. Rejected out to Devin Vassell, though. Devin gets it to Zach Collins, 12 on the shot clock. Devin out to Brandon. He's going to launch another 3. No good. Scramble for the ball, and Şengün will bring up the loose ball. He'll drive in the paint. One-on-one with Collins. Gets it to Jalen Green. Back to Şengün. Shot and one. Şengün flexing his dad bod bicep. Toby will need Mr. Fourth Quarter. And Steven, that's right. All those misdraft picks did lead to Wemby. I take it back. Bricklayer Malachi is here to stay. Oh, come on now. Don't give up on the team yet. Yeah, this game is a loss. We still have a whole quarter to play. Latina Lantern, Branham's been playing better lately. Wemby got hurt? No, Wemby's got 4 fouls. Wemby's on the bench with 4 fouls. He started off the third quarter. Spurs finished this quarter strong, get the lead to 6-ish. Stop turning the ball over. Both teams shooting out the same amount of free throws. Spurs have taken 10. The Rockets have taken 11. Vassell with the ball in the paint. Runner, good. All right, let's get a stop here. Let's get a stop. Come on. Toby, Şengün's been bullying Collins, and Şengün was bullying Wemby as well. Şengün with the ball again. Completely runs over Collins, gets into the paint, misses a layup. It is Spurs ball. Devin with a nice behind-the-back pass, flies into the paint, crashes into his defender. Foul on the Rockets. I know Wemby has 4 fouls, but Pop has to let him play through it. Spur of the moment, he's saving him for the fourth quarter. Maybe he just plays the whole fourth quarter, or like 10 minutes like he has been. Follow with Christ, good evening to you. Yes, he has, Diego. He's going to have to rest at some point, though. I can't see Şengün playing the whole fourth quarter, too. Rockets outscoring us 32-19 this quarter. Brandon with the ball. Drives in the paint. Layup. Good. One of the Rockets defenders fell on his behind. I don't know who that was. Rockets are in the bonus. Spurs are not. The Spurs bench is outscoring the Rockets bench 33-9. Jalen Green, step back 3. That's no good. Collins with the rebound. And there is a 3-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Vassell will walk it up for the Spurs, and they're obviously going to take their time with this shot. Devin way out in three-point land, 80-74, 13 seconds to go. Now pick and roll. Devin still with the ball. 4 on the shot clock. Starts to drive. Gets in the paint. Kicks it out to Brandon for 3. At the buzzer. 3-point game. I said cut the lead to 6. We cut it to 3. And half-court 3. Not even close. 3-point game. I said cut the lead to 6. And they have to what I said. That's what I'm talking about. Isaiah, I think he's going to start the fourth quarter. He's got to. Nice job by our guys keeping this game close. Because when Victor's out, usually everything falls to you know what. We needed that. We needed them to keep it competitive, and it's a 3-point game now. And Şengün's going to need some rest. Well, a buzzer at the shot clock, Greg. There was 2 seconds left on the game clock, but a buzzer beater for the shot clock. Let me change it to quarter 4, and the Spurs can still win this. And I hope we do. We need a great fourth quarter. Thank God at least we compete. We really need Wemby. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. You got Wemby 40 points, rebounds, assists. Juan, I think he's pretty far off that number right now. I don't know if he's going to make that. Malachi's been playing better. He really, I mean, listen, his defense is still very suspect, but offensively, he's been stepping up since he got benched those few games recently. Hello there, Wemby is struggling against Şengün. He absolutely is. Good Spurs, what's up again? Welcome back, my friend. Hopefully you're having a good night. Kyle, aren't you a Rockets fan? Why are you putting Spurs 1 in the chat? Şengün stat penny on Collins, yeah. I hope it's a great fourth quarter coming up, Veronica. He's at 19-1. Oh, he's got a long way to go. Yeah, actually, Marcus put his stats in the chat right now. Wemby, 10 points, 8 rebounds, 4 blocks, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 18 minutes. So he should be well rested. We do need fourth quarter Wemby. Mr. Fourth Quarter, reverse psychology. Nice, Kyle. That's right. Let's get some Go Spurs goes up on this house. Isabel, welcome back. Great news to wake back up to. We're down by 3. It's a game. I'm starting to heat up here. I might have to take my jacket off and my shirt. I wouldn't do that. You guys don't, nobody wants to see that. Better Flamix, aloha. Hopefully you're doing well too. This game is not doing Wemby any favors in making Rookie of the Year with Şengün playing Olajuwon on it. Well, Albert, Şengün's gone Olajuwon all over Collins too. I mean, Wemby's got 8 rebounds and 4 blocks in 18 minutes. That's pretty darn good. Wemby was only in the third quarter for what, 2 or 3 minutes, and Şengün went off for 18. Şengün did a ton of that against Watt Collins, not against Wemby. I don't want overtime. I mean, if we go to overtime, I'll be here for it, but I prefer not. Mito, thank you for stopping in. Oh, defensive player there. Okay, Albert. I was going to say, I don't think this game's going to affect his Rookie of the Year, defensive player of the year. I got you. Spurs ball. We can cut the lead even more. Come on. Wemby's out there. Keldon, Blake Wesley is back. Somebody said he was injured. He's back in there. And they tried the alley-oop to Wemby. Way off. Come on, man. I know he's 7'3", but he's not 9'3". And one of the worst layups I've ever seen down the other end's no good. Cam Whitmore cleans up the trash still and puts it away, 82-77. Branham drives in the paint, blows by everyone, and gets the layup. Malachi Branham, my man. Oh, Frankie, I love hanging out with you guys. I mean, this is why I do it. The Spurs community, I live in Texas, to be able to watch the game with you guys, call the game, and get your feedback on the game. Whitmore for 3, no good. It's awesome. Wemby with the rebound on the miss. Blake Wesley flies up the court, gets it to Keldon. Keldon back to Wemby, one-on-one with former San Antonio Spurs legend Jacques Landale. Get it back to Keldon. Keldon layup. That may have been partially blocked. No good. 82-79, 11 minutes to go. It's 5-on-4. Keldon finally gets up the court. And Whitmore in the paint scores over Wemby. Wemby got to be careful not to get his 5th foul. Oh, come on, guys. Come on. Blake Wesley flies into the paint. And flies right back out. Gets it out to Brandon. Brandon back to Wesley. Wesley's guarded by Jacques Landale. They'll get it out to Osman for a very long 3. What? That's the best we could drop on that one? Osman, who's been kind of quiet tonight, going to take a 3 like 4 or 5 feet beyond the arc? All right, well, I don't know about that, but whatever. Cam Whitmore just puts on a little dribbling show on Chetty Osman and backs up for 2. And right just like that, it's a 7-point game. What's happened to Hanover Fists? Keldon with the ball right now for San Antonio. Tries to get into Wemby. Wemby gets the ball, and he's going to get fouled. Rockets are 7 of 32 from 3, but they're winning. Yeah, young mistakes for sure. Deanway just scored 20 in the 4th, and the Cavs came back down 22 to beat the Celtics. What? Okay, non-shooting foul. It is Spurs ball. 10 minutes ago, down by 7. We were down by 3 just a few moments ago. Wemby with the ball, guarded by Dylan Brooks. Gets a bounce pass to Blake Wesley. Wesley cannot hold on to the pass. Another turnover for the Spurs. Turnovers are killing us tonight. Whitmore takes in the paint, gets blocked by Wemby, but Jacques Landale with the follow-up dunk, and the Spurs are down by 9. 5 blocks for Wemby. He's blocking 5 shots a game every game now. Doesn't matter, the team's down by 9. He doesn't care about personal stats. He wants to win. Brandon for 3 on the pick. No good. Offensive rebound falls into the hands of Osman after the Wemby tip. Back out to Keldon for 3. In and out. Isaiah did see the fight, yes. And we might have an offensive foul as Thompson runs right into Keldon. Offensive foul. Don't say it's over. No, nothing is over. You just don't turn it off. Rambo, First Blood. Great movie. I freaking love Rambo. I love Rambo. I grew up with it. Grew up with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Gosh dang, Rambo. Just America. Spurs ball. 88-79. Osman with the ball. Gets it over to Devin Vassell. Back to Wemby. Over to Osman. Osman's going to take off. And he's going to throw it up. And another foul on the Rockets. Vincent, good evening from Colombia. How can we win when we keep turning the ball over? Yeah. We've been turning it over a lot, Toby. Very sloppy tonight. Cut the... yeah, I'm at a loss for words. I don't know how many times tonight I've said another turnover for the Spurs. It's way too many. Branham in the paint. Pull up Jay, tough shot, bounces around, and then Branham's playing. How many points does Malachi have? 17. Malachi playing very well tonight. Cam Whitmore misses in the paint, gets his own miss back, puts it back in, 90-81. We need a defensive stop, though. Victor with the ball out, three-point land, drops it off to Keldon Johnson. Keldon into the paint. Another foul. Wow, the whistles coming out left and right. Mark, I don't know why Wemby's not getting a shot. So many fouls in this quarter. It is Spurs ball, down by 9, 8.5 minutes to go. Toby, he had foul trouble tonight. He is being much less aggressive offensively, though. He started off aggressive in the first quarter, but has slowed down considerably. Keldon is at the line for 2. Gotta make these free throws, guy. First free throw good. 8-point game. The Caps Locks, good evening to you. This is still a winnable game. And we have a good turnout tonight, but we don't have 200 thumbs up yet. We still need 29. I see over 300 people in the chat. Let's make it happen, my friends. Let's get to 200 thumbs up. Only you can prevent forest fires. And only you can actually help get us to 200 thumbs up. Adriel, I don't know if he's taking a shot this half. A run will help. Well, obviously, we need a run. We need some stops. Şengün's on the bench. He's been killing us. Do it while he's on the bench. Fred VanVleet. He's been playing well, too, though. Pull up Jay Good. 92-83. Malachi bringing up for the Spurs. Gets it over to Kellen. Kellen's going to take the 3. Okay. 6-point game. Thank you, Justin. Appreciate the thumbs up. Thank you very much. To everybody that's hit the thumbs up tonight. Fred VanVleet 1-on-1 with Wemby. And a foul on the Spurs off the ball. Yes, 92-86. Because you demand. You demand, Justin. There you go, Joe. The Spurs like to share the ball with everyone. Baby Coyote, how you going to watch the game looking over that way, buddy? There you go. And he's got big eyes, so he can see from different angles I can't. VanVleet, another pull-up jumper, a little short. Keldon Johnson with the rebound. Spurs on the run to get up and down Vassell flies into the paint. Layup is good. 4-point game. Come on. Let's go. Steven Adams. They're showing Steven Adams. Is Adams on the Rocket now? Was Adams traded while he was injured? If he was, I had no idea. I missed that somewhere. Another whistle. Timeout. Timeout. Every time I hear Malachi's name, I think children of the corn. This game is far from over. It's a 4-point game. Do not give up on the Spurs. Because I'm not. But it's going to be a problem when Şengün comes back in because he's been rushing us tonight. He's got 30 points. I don't know how many he had in the third quarter. It was like 16 or 18. Will Wemby win both Rookie of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year? Probably not. Probably not. I don't think he'll get both. Student of the Savior, good evening. Wemby did play tonight. He does have a shoulder injury, but he did play. Juan, Wemby has been... Dry bananas. Wemby's been rebounding and blocking some shots. He's got 10 points, 9 rebounds. He's only taken 10 shots tonight, and I don't think he hasn't taken a shot in the second half. You guys said he had 4 blocks. I thought he had 5. Does he have 4 or 5? Let me check ESPN real quick. Let's go ahead and look at the box score. I'm clicking on the wrong thing for the box score. All right, Victor. It says 4 blocks. Okay. I thought he had a 5th one. So 4 blocks, but he's been, I think his last 6 games, he has at least 4 blocks a game. Champagne still has 0. Just throwing that out there. Blake Wesley's done nothing this half. I think he only played 2 minutes. No assists, no points. Branham has 17 on 7 of 12 shooting, 3 of 6 from the arc. Only 1 turnover. Branham playing one of his better games of the season. Trey Jones having a very quiet night. 2 of 7 from the field, 4 points. His scoring, didn't he only score 2 points the previous game? 2 or 4 points? The fact we're only down 4 with so many of our guys having an off night, Wemby only with 10, it's a balanced attack. We have 5 guys in double digits. Whereas you look at the Rockets, it's really 4 guys carrying the load. Şengün with 33, Green with 21, Van Fleet with 17, and Whitmore with 15. The rest of the team between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, same combination of my match luggage, 6, 7. 7 players on the Rockets have combined for 6 points. That means the 4 players I mentioned have gone for 86. That's right. The entire San Antonio Spurs team has only scored 2 more points than Şengün, Van Fleet, Green, and Whitmore. Wow. That is something. I don't know what to say to that. Coming back from the timeout, my friends. It'll be Rockets ball. Isaiah, I'm sorry. So while I don't do sponsorships on the channel, or I don't do, I don't do any of that type of stuff or promote Patreon, all that nonsense, I do keep ads on. I'm sorry. I do want some kind of revenue for the channel for any type of expenses like NBA TV or Sling or just, general stuff. So Google's ad revenue I do like. I'll never feel bad about taking Google's money. The Rockets have 11 steals tonight to our 1. They couldn't get the ball in bounds. That's a turnover. That's a 5-star. Oh, my goodness. Joe, I hope you're right. Divin, I hope you're right. A 5-second violation? How often do you see those? Not too often. But the Rockets just had one. Could not get the ball in bounds. It's Spurs ball down by 4. We can cut the lead even more. Sochan with the ball, drops it off to Damasel, 12 on the shot clock. Sochan looking for Wemby. They'll get it to Wemby. Wemby starts to drive and falls down. No whistle. Wants the whistle. Ain't going to get it. Jalen Green drives in the paint. Throws up the layup. Good. 94-88. 7 minutes to go. They do out check. They do. I can't believe we beat the we beat the Pacers and the Thunder recently, and we can't. That's another turnover by San Antonio. Şengün 1-on-1 with Wemby, gets in the paint, backs him up, gets blocked. There you go. Wemby with the block, gets it to Osman. Osman drives in the paint, blows by everybody, gets the layup. There you go. Start blocking those shots, Wemby. Steven, I agree. Let's go Spurs. Farrell Watkins, Wakus, thank you for stopping in. Champagne started because he... Yeah, no, I don't get that with Champagne. Şengün has a career-high 5 steals tonight. Well, I mean, we're just flopping the ball all over the place. Fred Van Fleet with the ball right now. Gets it out to Şengün, wide open for 3. Barely jumps off the floor when he takes his shot, but it went in. John Louis been all right. Depleted mind. We'll go over the final stats. We'll get into everybody's stats at the end of the game. Right now, I got to focus on the game. Spurs down by 7. They'll get it into Wemby, 1-on-1 with Şengün, and turns the ball over. Poked away again. Şengün with a behind-the-back pass and a huge dunk by Cam Whitmore as Şengün's now clowning us. Wow. Jared, good evening, sir. Albert, this is not one of Wemby's best games. Back to a 9-point game. It's not over yet, but man, Şengün is severely outplaying Wemby and Collins. Just think, Spurs passed on Şengün, took Joshua Primo. Well, not Pat. I mean, they selected Joshua Primo before him. Joshua Primo. Let that sit in for a while. Oh, Phil, he is. I mean, I'm a Spurs fan. Şengün's owning him tonight. Let's be honest. 6 steals by Şengün. We have lost this game, and it had to be the Rockets. If Wemby isn't feeling it, he should be on the bench. Wow. So, I mean, Toby, I can't argue with that. Kiata Chris says Spurs were plus 7.5. Did you bet on the game? Paul F., sorry. I'm sorry. Isn't it crazy saying Victor, who has 5 blocks, is not... Offensively, he's struggling. He has just as many turnovers right now. Doesn't he turn into the savior? He did get the block on him. There's still 5.5 minutes to go. I'm not giving up on our guys yet. Thank you, stopping in Lee G. Give Wemby a break. He can't play like an all-star air game his rookie year. Why can't he, Ernesto? Why can't he? Helen, I mean, there's a lot of our guys are struggling tonight. C. Jaron Picaro, thank you for stopping in. It is David Robinson, number 50 is my favorite Spur of all time. Şengün is looking like Jokic. Here we go. Wemby update. 24 minutes, 10 points. Sad. 10 rebounds, 5 blocks, 2 assists, 5 turnovers. Sad. 4 fouls. That's definitely not one of his best games. And somebody was asking in the chat earlier, what if Wemby has a below average game? Well, this is a below average game for Wemby. Daniel, good evening. Wemby has 10 points. And he still did get a double-double with 5 blocks. There you go, 3 beards. I appreciate the positivity. There you go. Tank, tank, tank. That's what this is. Ernesto, come on now. Come on now. Come on. Please. Come on. Wemby did have 10 at halftime. He has not scored in the half. Wemby, 0 points this half. It's yeah. I mean, look, that's going to happen. Those 2 wins were nice against the Thunder and Pacers. The Spurs are, let's be honest, they are struggling tonight. Far from over. We cannot let it get into double digits and let the Rockets build on it with only 5.5 minutes left. Honestly, if Wemby had his usual game he had recently, we'd be winning. Yes, actually, honestly, you're right. His normal game, he'd have about 22 points right now. Same amount of rebounds and blocks. Probably the same amount of turnovers, if we're being honest. Şengün right now, 36 points, 14 boards, and a career-high 6 steals. Jeez. Vassell pull-up jumper, good. Devin's had a pretty solid game overall. Yes, he can butterfly, but he's running out of time. Here come the Chimmy greater than Wemby comments. No, that's not a rookie wall, just an off night. And Şengün is just having one of those games. Fred VanVleet right now with the ball. Back to Şengün. Şengün spins around Wemby and just dunks it. Wow. Yeah. Şengün just has Wemby's number tonight. Vassell pull-up jumper for 3. No good. Long rebound will fall into the hands of Cam Whitmore, and he's going to take it down for a fast break dunk, and they are just pumped up. All the momentum is with the Rockets right now. It hurts watching Wemby get owned like this. I don't think we've had... Is this the worst? I'm trying to word this. Is this most owned, I guess we could say, Wemby's been since entering the league? Şengün now with a career-high 38 points. He's got a career-high 38 points and a career-high 6 steals. Speechless is one way to put it, Odyssey. Tarika, there's no fourth quarter Wemby tonight. Wemby drives in the paint, throws it out to Malachi Branham. Branham open for 3. Malachi Branham's playing well. Let's not sleep on Malachi Branham. Trade Wemby to the Lakers. Come on now. He does have 4 fouls, Phil, but there's only 4 minutes to go. He can be a little more aggressive now. Maybe this will start turning into a rivalry. Şengün versus Wemby. Right, I got Chet versus Wemby. Şengün in the paint gets blocked by Wemby. Wemby gets up to Vassell. Over to Keldon for 3. And the ball's going to go out of bounds, and I think it's going to be Spurs ball? Ultimate saying, thank you for stopping in. We saw time, Joe Dindo. It's an 8-point game. 1 run, and we're right back in it. Trade Wemby to the Shanghai Sharks. Malachi playing like he did last year when he was starting. Bro doesn't want to go back to the doghouse. No, Glazing Bacon, I'm glad that he's playing so well. Because I've been critical of him. Appropriate so, because he was playing abysmal defense this year. Defense has gotten a little better. He's not a lockdown defender by any stretch of imagination. But offensively, that's why we drafted him as a 3-level scorer. Not because we thought he was going to be a shutdown defender. We drafted him to be a 3-level scorer. And we're seeing that finally lately over the last few games. Elijah, this isn't the game, but man, we can still win. We got a timeout. This game is not over yet. I'm not giving up on our team. And no, the Spurs have not won 3 in a row once this year. Do it tonight against an in-state rival. You know what? I got an idea. It's time to get serious in here. This is the battle for Texas. And if we're going to do it, we're going to do it right, partner. Kyle, it is in Houston. It's Rockets' home team. Slayer's not wearing the headband, but TSR's got the hat now. It's a battle for Texas. Maybe I'm just rowdy cap. It's actually a Freddy Krueger hat. I look like Woody from Toy Story? Okay. Hell, I thought he might have been fouled on that three. Has Wemby not taken one shot in the second half? Ooh, oy, that's... I did see Kellen go flying on the ground. I don't know if he flipped but he flopped or if he got hit. Şengün's going to be better than Wemby. Let's not get carried away. This is not an Indiana Jones hat. It is a Freddy Krueger hat. It is a Nightmare on Elm Street, which is why it's burned in the back. It's time to get a lot serious. There we go. You need 16 more PRA. Ooh, Juan, that's going to be a lot. It is Rock. No, it's Spurs ball. Spurs ball. 14 on the shot clock. 8-point game. Phil, everybody's cool tonight. I'm fine with everybody. Haven't seen anything that's been offensive. Brandon trying to get the ball in. Finally gets it to the Sohan. Jeremy will drop it back off to Malachi. Malachi pull-up jumper in the paint. Ooh, that was a total brick. Yes, let's get a 12-point run is right. We got them right where we want them. In the lead and cocky. There you go. The Rockets are looking quite penisy. Oh, my clock's not running. Şengün with a jumper over Wemby. He's got 40 now. Wow. Career high 40 to go up. 14 rebounds, 3 assists. They're saying 5 steals now. Originally they said at 6 steals. Did they take one away? Vassell, pull-up jumper off the glass. Good. I don't think... where will the Spurs stream next year, Gilbert? Where they stream? I'll still be doing Spurs games next year. The Rockets are not going to the finals. The Rockets are below 500. Certainly better than last year. Van Fleet pull-up jumper. He's been on fire all night. I got a penalty. I noticed it too. We're good now, but thank you. Vassell with the ball. Alley-oop to Wemby. Wemby in the paint. The alley-oop was a little off, and the ball's going to get pickpocketed. It's going to go out of bounds. And Fred VanVleet saying he called a timeout. Is that a turnover for us, or is it still Spurs ball? We'll see. Raphael, Green's had a weird game. He's been fantastic attacking the rim. Terrible from three-point land tonight. And easy, good evening to you. Thank you, Brian Wright, for the Primo pick. Yeah, I know. I was just mentioning earlier. Primo over Şengün. I know. It is Spurs ball. 14 on the shot clock. 2.5 minutes to go. Wemby is getting doubled and tripled at times tonight. They're giving the Spurs a full 24. Alrighty, I'm not sure why. They get the ball into Sohan. Jeremy drives in the paint and gets blocked by Şengün. And a late whistle. That's a late whistle. I don't like late whistles, even when they're beneficial to us. If you're going to call the whistle, call it right away. Okay, I'm not giving up yet. Freddy Krueger and Leonardo. Yeah, someone got hit on the elbow. They're going to call that in the... come on. They call that all the time in the NBA. Us getting Şengün would mean no Wemby, so that's cool. That's cool. That's true. Militano, good evening to you. Houston picked second and fourth and still losing. We might do the same, though. And the free throw's good by Sohan. 9-point game. Brandon stepped up tonight. Malachi had one of his best games of the year, did he not? Someone at the line for one more. Good. All right. Single digits. 8 points. 2.5 minutes to go, y'all. Trying to, Şengün will bring it up for the Rockets. Got Wemby in front of him. Gets it out to VanVleet. 14 on the shot clock. We need a couple stops, though. We have not been able to stop them. It's been Şengün and VanVleet just owning us all night with a lot of helping of Green. VanVleet pull-up jumper. Yeah, we still can't stop him. Kai Soda's from the Philippines, Militano. If he makes the NBA, he would be the first full-blooded Filipino to ever make it in the NBA. Vassell drives in the paint. Layup rolls off the rim. Nice drive. Could not finish. And my goodness, do we need a stop. We absolutely need a run now. The clock is not our friend. Van Fleet with the ball, 10 on the shot clock, pick and roll with Şengün. No pick, no roll, get to the Şengün instead. He's going to think about the three. Said he'll drive on Wemby, gets in the paint, and throws it over him. He can't be stopped tonight. Oh, Green Caesar, they certainly did. Wemby with the ball, drives in the paint, gets it to Jeremy Sochan. Sochan reverse layup, and there's going to be a foul before the shot. Has Wemby taken a shot at all in the second half? Yeah, I mean, Wemby defensively, with the shot blocks, it's been there. But my goodness, offensively, he's not the same. And Şengün just, I mean, nobody could stop. Look, you can put some of that on Pop. Maybe Şengün should be double teamed at times. Sochan's at the line for two, makes the first one. He's actually double teamed on his last bucket. Sochan came with the help, and he still scored. So you know what? Some guys just have it, and he's got 42, 14, 3 plus 5 steals. And I'm sure he's got at least one block shot. Spurs going to go full court. D. Ligado. They are absolutely running out of time. And now a foul on the Spurs. Yep. Sometimes it happens. But I was really hoping the Spurs. I mean, the game's not over, but we're in a lot of trouble. Spurs have not won 3 games in a row at all this year. Not once have they won 3 games in a row, and was really hoping for it to happen tonight. Not looking good for obvious reasons. Şengün with the ball again, drives at Wemby, gets in the paint, gets blocked by Wemby. So Wemby's blocking a ton of shots tonight. Vassell going to take a quick 3. That was ugly. And that's going to ice the game probably. A horrible 3-point shot by Vassell. Spurs just didn't have it tonight, guys. If you're heading out, please hit the thumbs up. It does still help the channel. I'll stay live to go over the box score at the end of the game. Şengün's open for 3. There's the dagger. Yeah. Wow. Sochan for 3, no good. Şengün, they said, has 45, and that's obviously the game. I don't think he's injured. Just he's got a sore shoulder, but man, offensively, this is probably the worst we've seen him. I know Şengün won it for 45 tonight. A lot of it was against Collins. A lot of it was against Wemby too, but he still had a ton of blocks. We did get to 200 likes. Please don't stop hitting a thumbs up on the way out. We'll go over the final stats here in just a moment. And the Spurs still have not won 3 games in a row this year. So for folks that are on Team Tank, wait, did we just take a shot? Or try an alley-oop? I don't know. Did Calvin play great? I don't know if he played great. 114-101, and we got outscored 34-24. The Rockets are celebrating like they just won a championship. With all due respect, the Spurs kind of suck this year. So beating us is not a huge achievement. It's actually expected. Congratulations on the win. Good game, but my goodness, y'all celebrating like you won the NBA Finals. Enjoy the win. Don't overdo it. Anyway, let's look at the box score for the Spurs and the Rockets. We'll start with the Rockets first. And it was Şengün tonight. 45 points, 19. He took 32 shots. 19 of 32, 16 boards, 3 assists, 5 steals, 1 block, only 2 turnovers considering how much he had his hands on the ball. Jabari Smith Jr. didn't do anything tonight. 2 points and 1 of 6 shooting. Dylan Brooks, 0. Van Fleet, good game, 21 points, 10 assists, 4 steals. Jalen Green, 23 points, a weird game. 11 of 23 from the field, but 1 of 10 from the arc. So he was 10 of 13 when not chucking threes. Just to keep tacking the rim. My goodness, nobody seems to be able to stop you. At least the Spurs can't. Off the bench, the other Green with 0. Thompson with 2. Whitmore was fantastic for the Rockets. He had 19 points and 8 boards. What the heck? What? Helps you protect your dog from fleas, ticks, heartworm disease. I don't know where this sound is coming out of sometimes. Let me make sure that... Alright, I'm sorry, just an ad randomly started playing, so I just muted that. So I just figured out a way to keep that muted, I think. I am sorry. That happened once during a video I was doing yesterday. Is there a sound again? What is happening? Oh my goodness. What are all these ads with sound? All right, I turned my speakers off. Anyway, Back to the Rockets. Jacques Landale, former San Antonio Spurs legend, with 2, and Holiday with 0 for our San Antonio Spurs. Champagny with 0. Way to go, buddy. Sohan had 15 points, 8 boards, and 3 assists. Did struggle from the field, 5 of 14, including 1 of 6 from beyond the arc. Wemby did not take a shot in the second half. 10 points on 4 of 10 shooting, 6 turnovers. But you know what? He still had 11 rebounds and 7 block shots. So he's still getting the blocks. Trey Jones was invisible tonight. 2 of 7 from the field, 5 assists, 4 points. We need a lot more out of him in the starting lineup. Devasel was fouled tonight. 22 points, 8 boards, 3 assists. Off the bench for the Spurs, Zach Collins had 6 and 6. Osman with 6 as well. Keldon Johnson had 18 points and 6 boards. Brano had one of his best games of the year. 20 points on 8 of 14 shooting. Unfortunately, it was in a losing effort, and then Blake Wesley, no points, 5 assists, didn't have a turnover. It's hard to win when a dude goes for 45 points in the other team. So, and the turnovers. Let's not forget the turnovers. The Spurs had 18 turnovers. The Rockets had 5. We lost by 13, and we gave them the ball 13 more times. Seems quite appropriate. So, that's all I got, Spurs fans. We'll be back live for the Kings on Thursday night. That is going to be a late one. That game is at 10 o'clock. Oh, my goodness. I'm off Friday, though, so it doesn't matter. I draw that. So, oh, boy. You know what? Bad night. Exactly. A bad night. It happens. I was hoping Wemby would have a big game tonight. I love the 7 blocks, but and a double-double, but the turnovers, the team itself. The Spurs really could have gotten blown out. We're lucky they didn't. We're lucky it was this close with all those turnovers, but it is what it is. Get Kaiju. Mark, you know what? I'm hoping we do sign Kai Soto. I'm going to do a video maybe tomorrow if I don't have anything else to talk about. A lot of people ask me why I'm rooting for Kai Soto, and I would like to address that in a video. Probably about 5 minutes long, but I want to just be candid and honest why I'm rooting for him, because the number one thing I see is you're just rooting because of views. I'm like, dude, look at my channel. I cover the Spurs and Giants. Views clearly aren't the top thing on this channel. Cover Kai. I'll do the video and tell you why I'm rooting for him and why I'm following him. That being said, that's all I got. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. So thank you all for tuning in. Hey, all seriousness, if there are any Rockets fans still in the chat, GG. And until next time, on behalf of Selena, Headman Grogu, Baby Coyote, and myself, TSR, what's you gonna do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Spurs go.